she's just sprawled out.
Spread eagle, just
this whole area is mine.
her tail switching back and forth on the bottom of the bed.
Look, I think you're real smart, but I don't think you knew that a letter was coming. And she's gonna go on over, and she doesn't care. She's just gonna sit on Calamity's legs and go to open it.
Right. And so you look at the front of the letter where it does say Fiddle Brindlewood in a very nice handwriting. And this is a handwriting that you recognize because you've seen it for most of your life. You spent many years with this handwriting. It is your older sister, Cadence.
Oh. Want me to read it out loud? Because I'm assuming you want to know.
Well, yeah.
It's from Cadence of all people. You don't talk much.
Cal's gonna basically drag her legs out from under Fiddle, and then she's gonna sit up next to her and like lean over her and like read with her as she reads it.
I did send you the link to the letter if you want to read along, but if you are reading it out loud, I can read it for you.
Just give me a second.
Open it up. This is where, like, I wish we were in person because I would totally have this prop ready and just hand it to you. And, like, I love doing it.
There is a piece of paper right here. It's very high tech. You can't see it. I can see it. Now, how did you get in my room and take my letter?
I am a very stealthy ninja.
The work this will do.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So you open it up. Your Fiddle. I believe you started going by Fiddle again, from what I remember you telling us at dinner. If you're still going by Winnie, then I apologize for the mistake. Throughout our lives, we have not interacted much more than short meals or quick conversations during the time that we've shared a home. For that, I apologize. I've pulled away from everyone because of my own decisions, though I didn't explain my actions to anyone, which caused many problems that I've been too afraid to fix. After Coda's death, Father went to a dark place, one from which he will never fully recover. He has never fully recovered. He had lost his only hope at a proper heir, someone to take over the family business and apprentice with him in the office. Mother was pregnant again. A small hope returned, but it was dashed away when you were born, never to be seen again. It was at this moment that I made my decision. I believed that if I began to train with our father to take over the family business after his retirement, it would take the pressure off you and our sisters. In doing so, I lost much of the freedom that I had. It was a sacrifice that I was willing to make, though I did not realize at the time that I was not ready to take on that responsibility. Because of my decision, I watched you grow up from afar. Looking back, I believed I was still mourning my loss of independence and struggling with the sudden burden of carrying the family business on my shoulders. There were so many moments that I could have reached out or talked to you, and I simply did not. For that, I am sorry. I'm sorry that I've not been a good sister. I'm sorry for the times of weakness that I may have blamed you for my choices. I'm sorry about the way our father treats you, and I'm sorry that he does not see the beautiful person that you have blossomed into. You came home a few weeks ago. Seeing you made all the years of the office work worth it. See that you grew into your own person and have found the path that you want to walk makes my heart swell. That was all I wanted when I made my choice to apprentice with Father. I wanted to give you, Harmony, Melody, Piper, and Viola the chance to choose your own path in life and become what you most desire. I'm happy to do the paperwork for the rest of my life if it means seeing my sisters thrive and flourish into the best versions of themselves. Never say it enough, but I love you, Fiddle. Winnie in parentheses. No, I don't say it enough. I cannot wait for you to visit again and to hear of your adventures. Please be safe, though I know the path you have chosen often leads to danger. It does not change the fact that I worry for you. Though I also know that you are more than capable of taking care of yourself. But wherever the path leads you, I hope you are happy and well. All the best wishes on you and your traveling party. And sincerely is crossed out. It says, love, Cadence. Yes. Pepper told me what she overheard and saw between you and Ryder. I'm in no place to make threats to him if he hurts you, and from the looks of you currently, I do not have to worry about that. But I wanted to say congratulations. I'm happy you found someone who you love, who will love you properly. You deserve the best things in this world has to offer.
What? But was Cal wasn't there, right? It was just Ryder and Winnie and Ryder and Fiddle in the room.
Ryder. Yes.
What's this part? What this?
He has bad table manners, okay? It's fine, really. That's not the that's what you took away from this.
So he was slurping his soup.
Yeah, he's a loud eater. It's something you learn to love.
I love one tiefling.
No,
Which
two.
one?
We love two.
I was gonna say which one.
Oh,
We love two.
I
It's a
love my
package
sister
deal.
tiefling.
There we go. Gretel is very offended. And they can get over it.
I don't know them as well.
Won't eat their apples. It's a problem.
It is a problem.
No appy slices for them.
No happy slices and peanut butter.
I don't know whether this is good news or bad news.
What do you mean?
You know the whole thing with my dragon problem and whatnot. And
Mhm.
I mean, if she's saying she's already given up so much, and she's clearly not as happy as I would have hoped. I mean, she's saying she's finding happiness and seeing the rest of us doing all right, but that's not fair to her, is it?
Which part? The staying at home and doing the whole business thing.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, it's all I've ever known of her, but that doesn't mean that is her, right? And if my father's not in the picture someday, eventually here, I mean, yeah, she put that upon herself, but it's gonna come a lot sooner than she deserves. You know, here's something I never understood, Calamity, about my family. They're bards. We're supposed to travel and go everywhere and have all sorts of fun. I mean, I have the weirdest uncles and aunts and distant family that are wandering around and I don't know where, but they're traveling and I bet they're having the time of their lives. I mean, I'm out here, for better or for worse, Harmony's out here, and that's what we're supposed to be. I don't know why we decided that we needed to sandwich ourselves in this little town and sit around and just start a proper business. We were doing just fine being little gnomes out in the world, you know?
Well, I mean, that's kind of your dad, right?
It very much is.
Maybe that also solves the problem. You know, if you get rid of, well, if we get rid of your dad, not to say we're going to, but you know, when we kill him and feed him to a dragon.
I'm glad you can laugh about it.
I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, whenever he dies and Cadence takes over, maybe she can return the family to traveling. Hire somebody in town to take over the business and just, you know, do that whole thing.
I mean, it's not like we don't have all the cobblehorns stuffing their faces where they don't belong. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to finally get the upper hand on that side of business.
I need to go back to the fact that there's a family named Cobblehorns.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Boren was one of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
they can just
I
have
can
that
see
noise, literally. And I don't know, maybe you're onto something. Maybe.
I'm on a lot of things.
Oh, yeah, well, don't I know it? Mostly you're on the fact that you need to be asleep, I think.
I
That says everything. And she starts folding up the letter and tucking it away again.
feel called out in real life.
D&D calling out us in game and out of game. Whoops.
Fine, fine.
I've gotten plenty of sleep. I don't have as many nightmares now as I used to, and that's fine. We're doing good.
Good. I feel like there's a little bit of a looming but after that sentence, though. Not that kind. I mean, the kind where you have more to tell me.
Looming butt.
You know, in the grammatical sense. I'm gonna start writing you letters so this stops happening.
Oh, like I wouldn't giggle at the letters either.
This ain't going anywhere right now, is it?
Looming butt.
I'm literally just gonna sleep on this. And I will see you in the morning or until you inevitably roll over and make it very hard to breathe.
And then I will also be sleeping on it, so it's fine.
Great. Just I wouldn't have it any other way. In fiddle attempts to go to bed.
Cal absolutely, before they fall asleep, like, or up until they both fall asleep, she's messing with Fiddle with her tail. She's just poking her, just smacking her with her tail. She's
Of course.
just picking on her.
Wow, these gnats are really aggressive. We should complain about the bed bugs in the morning.
Ah, there's none on my side. That's weird.
Oh, what a coincidence. Wonder why.
Also, before we continue, I would like to show off my new mug that Maria got me from the cat. It says, "Tears of my players." It's my Christmas present from Maria.
A very high quality mug right there.
Rose and Theron, is there anything you guys wanted to do before you head to bed?
Well, I'm totally drunk. Absolutely.
Well, I mean,
there's no debating that fact. None. Because it's a party and that's what I do. But he just kind of curl up behind Rose and just hold her close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still not in
So-
their room. Yeah.
You guys drift off to sleep, and Rose, you find yourself in front of a long, familiar table with food, and
Do
the
I?
familiar visage of Mistral on the other end of the table, as you are in the seat that you were in before. And she has her goblin in her hand, just kind of lounging in her chair. You've been doing quite a lot, haven't you?
I suppose. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, New Year's is one of the days that you have an easier time communicating with people.
Mm-hmm.
You're very interesting because you are one of the you're the only chosen has not begged me for things the moment you figured out you were chosen.
Did you expect me to?
I mean, every other person every single night is, oh, I need this, oh, I need that, oh, please help.
Seems awfully needy.
No, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know. I'm used to finding these things on my own, I suppose.
I like that about you.
Thanks.
I also know you are very concerned with one person. Mother.
Yes?
And oh, I don't do this a lot. I don't understand how the others can do this. It takes quite a lot of
What,
effort. to
talking
communicate.
to mortals?
Yeah. Others, they talk to them all the time, and I don't get it.
That's what my friends tell me, and I don't understand it either.
It's just, I mean, it takes a lot of effort, and you have to find the right time. And if the veil isn't thin enough, it takes even more effort. And
Sounds like a nightmare.
it is. However, you're concerned with your mother, and you're concerned about your father.
An understatement.
And
I think, although it would be concern for versus concern about.
oh yeah, it's still concerned. Yeah. But I have a feeling you're not gonna ask for anything because I don't get that vibe from you. Oh, and she waves her hand, and a scroll appears in front of you on the table. That's for you.
I'll reach for it and take it. See what it is.
It is a scroll of illusory script.
Internal, of course.
I know. No, I know. I'm aware. It'll help.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, you've already done a lot. You haven't asked for much. Again, you don't seem like the type to ask.
Oh, no. Not exactly. I prefer to find things myself, usually. It's had enough time having things handed to me.
This is a gift.
Thank you.
And you're not like the others in my temples who are just constantly praying. It's
Am I supposed to be doing that?
oh no, please don't.
Okay. All right, that's a relief.
That's not what I'm asking you to do. No.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I like wizards more than clerics. You should ask your mother about magic.
I have been meaning to. Yes. There's too many unanswered questions.
Maria!
I'm sorry, I was
Why did
waiting.
you have to point it out? I just get a message. Just Pascal's bug eyes are making me distracted.
I didn't expect you to look at it right away.
I didn't see it
I
until
didn't
just
even
now. You
notice
need to
it.
put it away. You need to put him away.
He's gotta
You
go.
need to put him away.
He's the one.
Just
He's the one
staring
who,
at
in
him.
fact, partied too hard last
Jeez,
night.
Maria!
It's Pascal. who's
I'm
part-
so
who's
sorry. I
partying
didn't
anyway.
want you to look at it right away.
Pascal definitely
No.
hated the hardest.
So you turn him around as if that's any better?
So now we get to stare at his butt.
It's gonna be
I'm
turned around now.
sorry.
Oh my god. Okay. We can do this. We can get back.
Okay.
We got this.
No, it's fine.
It's different than you think.
Also,
She wasn't the wizard in her family. There wasn't a wizard in her family.
and then who was?
Correctly.
If not a wizard, then what sort of practitioner of magic was
Oh.
there?
All of your family was magic.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this is awkward. Oh, there.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What?
She's not from Kyra.
Well, I know that her family wasn't, but I mean, I suppose I never knew much about her family at all. Most of them are no longer with us. Does it have something to do with all of that? The fact that they're all...
I'm not sure about. Probably had to do with magic of some kind, but nothing of mine that I'm aware.
What? Pardon my language if this is offensive, but what the fuck?
I thought you knew. I was
No!
didn't know.
Really?
This is why I don't talk to mortals. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just
No, it's fine. I was not aware that you didn't know. Oh.
all right, but considering where I was unfortunate enough to have been raised and the father who I was unfortunately born to, is it really all that surprising that I wasn't aware of that sort of heritage?
I don't know. I thought nobles are supposed to know about all of their family shit.
I don't know if they're trying to cover things up.
Yeah, I know nothing about your father. There's not an
Okay.
ounce of magic in his body, and it's
That makes sense.
I don't that whole country I just kind of avoid. Don't like
Yeah, I mean, they're not exactly welcoming.
no, they don't like me at all.
No, now they don't like me either, so.
Them are they like Shanti. And yeah, they like Shanti more than I. Druidic magic and natural stuff.
Yeah. Not the arcane.
No. That was issues from long ago that probably won't be fixed, so.
But that I have always been curious about.
I already gave you one gift. Are you asking for more now?
No. I'll figure it out.
Alright, well, go enjoy sleeping off your alcohol. I wanted to give you that.
Thank you again.
Night. The dream fades to darkness.
Shoo shoo. Go away, Motel. I'm done with you now.
Be gone. I want nothing more of you.
The cool
This has
stepmom
been
is like,
this has
"Yeah, go
been
ahead.
too enlightening.
Go ahead, bye." And now we'll move over to jeez, Natalie.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
And now we will move over to Calamity. So
Uh-oh.
Calamity, you wake to find yourself in a familiar magical forest with fun little glowing dots whirling through the air. A forest where you have many times met the Raven King and where you learned that you were a sorceress, where you learned where you've rested multiple times, where you've had conversations, and you look out into the clearing before you and see a blanket on the ground. There's little pyramids of pastries, and there's little platters of breads and cheeses and fruits, and there's two little candelabras with flickering fire that slowly fades from like red, orange to yellow and just goes through the rainbow. All of them going on slightly different patterns, and you feel a hand grab yours, and you glance over and you see Galleon, who's in his full human form, no half skeletal face or anything, and he bows and kisses your fingers. Oh, darling. I thought, since it's the New Year's, we could Finish the little date that got interrupted so long ago. In a nicer place this time.
She absolutely lets out a big ass sigh and she's just like, that would be really amazing.
There's no screaming mortals to be heard. 'Cause that was annoying as shit.
No
Just out
screaming
there.
in general is a pretty good thing, honestly. I'm kind of tired of the screaming. First there's
Yeah.
screaming and yelling, and then there's pain and suffering, and it's a lot.
So he leads you over. You guys enjoy a nice little picnic. And as usual, everything is rich beyond belief. The flavor is multiplied because it's magic food.
Mhm.
You guys eat and you converse and you dance for a little bit. And the music, you have no idea where the music is coming from, but it just kind of fills the air around you. But at one point, he slows you guys down to a slow dance where you're like just kind of slowly moving back and forth and moving in a circle, and the music slows down with you. Kind of rests his chin on your head, careful to avoid your horns. No, darling, I've noticed a change in you. I think you're in need of a vacation. Not one where you're sitting by my bedside trying to care for me the entire time.
It was a really good month vacation though. You weren't the rock anymore by the end of it, so that's,
So you just
pretty good.
annoyed me to death with all of the rock puns. So many rock puns.
Look, it was really hard to resist.
Oh my gosh. They're still there. There's still more. Okay. Uh moving on. I would like to invite you on your own personal vacation to my realm.
Yeah, we have we
I'm
have to.
not gonna steal you away. I know what happened last time. We're not doing that this time. I'm not dealing with that again.
Yeah, that would probably be good.
Grey one already doesn't like me because I did that.
He doesn't
Not
like
doing that again.
many people though. It's kind of it's a thing. We're working on it. He talks to people every now and then. He's talking to the moon. You know,
Oh. Finally.
I,
I
I
mean, I know she was trying to talk to him before, but
uh-huh. Yep. I I venture to say he probably doesn't listen as much as he should, but it's fine. There's at
oh,
least
I mean, she's almost as sarcastic as I am. It's fine.
oh, great.
You'll whip him into shape. It's okay. I mean, if not, I was going to try and recruit him just to piss off Hades. So just it's I'm just full of spite. You know this. I'm just made of spite. My entire being. It's what keeps me alive.
Salt and sugar for me. There's a lot of salt there, but there's definitely a lot of sweet stuff. That's my dad.
To the point.
It-
I want you to come to my realm. Now that you remember.
yeah. Me too.
Don't worry, I have it all worked out. He waves his hand, and a little black book about the size of his hand appears. And it has a silver raven embroidered in the front of the black leather. He hands it to you, keeping one arm around you still. I've made these for you and all your friends. They'll help you communicate while you're still there. That way you don't have to use spells constantly.
Uh, Mine?
You cut out, what'd you say?
She's like, is this one's mine?
Well, obviously it's yours. It has a silver raven on it, doesn't it?
You bet. She's going to take it and like hug it to her chest.
But if you want, I can be the one to tell them. Who's gonna argue with a god, right?
Theron. Theron's absolutely going to argue with you, but he's not going to win, so it's fine.
No.
I'm the only one who's okay with this.
As will I. Yes. Both of us will. So.
But
Yeah,
whenever
I'd
you're ready,
appreciate
I'll
it.
go back.
I'd appreciate you making it your idea because, it is, but like also I really want it too, so it's, you know, thank you.
Very missed down there. I'll have to introduce you to all the people who you were friends with before.
Oh goodness, more people to remember.
So we'll tell them in the morning then. And then you guys just continue dancing until you fall into a deeper sleep.
I feel like there's Gershwin in there at some point, just because Summertime's stuck in my head, and that probably like plays and puts her to sleep officially.
Such a pretty song.
And one more, we're gonna move over to Fiddle. Fiddle,
Oh,
you wake
that's
up
me.
a familiar field, flowers with a waterfall, and a little table, the tea set, little butterflies all over the tea set. Its wings very similar to the ones you get when you have your shield. Nova's sitting there drinking her tea. She just smiles at you. Hello, darling.
Hi.
You're troubled.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, that's an understatement and a half, isn't it?
I know.
Were you there reading the letter too, or like?
Oh no, I'm not always there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we've been over this. Sorry,
I
I
don't
just.
spy on you. It's okay. It
Well,
just
you kind of do, in a way, but it's like I agreed to it, so it's fine, right?
I just I can feel when those I've chosen are struggling.
Oh,
Kind of like little red lights start going off, and I can
oh, well,
feel them needed.
you must have a little party in the fiddle box then. I'm sorry.
All right, you have a lot going on.
Yeah, that's for sure. Um, oh
Want to
boy,
talk
where to
about
start?
it first before we start conversing.
What?
Want to talk about it first before we start conversing. Just kind of get it off your chest.
Uh, okay. Well, when I first left home, everything was really black and white, which I know is a funny sort of thing to hear from somebody who's all about her colors and whatnot, but you kind of fall into the gray area pretty quick doing what I do with my friends. I've been okay with this for the most part because all we ever do is go after the people that are real bad, you know? Like, certifiably, without a doubt, some of the worst people and things that I've ever encountered, that I think anybody will ever see. I pulled my friend out of another realm, and that was a whole mess in and of itself. That I know I was doing the right thing. It was the easy part. And then there's some things that become less easy. And there are people who aren't as bad as everything else you've been fighting.
your father.
That's the one.
Fortunately, being where I am, it's a lot of gray area. Not all black and white. I'm sorry you've had to learn that the hard way. This situation is very strange because there's good on both sides and there's bad on both sides. On one hand, you have your family to think about, have your father to think about, and even though he's not the best person, he's still your father. I understand that. There's your whole family and what they'll think, what they'll do. On the other hand, is this creature who he has wronged. You have chance to help, but you sacrifice a lot doing that. There's a death on either side.
There's also a potential, though, that a lot of good can come from my father not being around anymore.
That is true. Seems to have caused a lot of problems in your family.
So much bigger than just my family, too. I mean, there's so much that I have to think about there, and I love them, and I need them to be safe. In some ways, if you're stealing a life from another person, that's just as bad as letting them die. I, and if Izan dies, that's not good either. I mean, I don't know how big those repercussions could be, but there's a big part of me that doesn't want to find out.
I understand that. I unfortunately don't know either because the volatility of his species. I've never seen an ancient sun dragon before. Has it been one in millennia? And I understand that you have people close by who you care about. Might be in the danger zone if something happens.
There's too many innocent people that could get wrapped up in this real quickly on account of one person who's a little less than.
Have you been assured that he won't hurt your family if you let him go?
Otter made sure of that.
Well, that's a positive at least.
I suppose so. I mean, it is. It is. I'm beyond grateful for him and everything he's done, but sometimes I wish he never involved himself in it. No, the others aren't going to be very happy with them. With me, I'm not letting them set foot in that cave again.
Something else that's bothering you, isn't there? Inconsistencies.
Yeah, there's. I trust Rose more than anybody to teach me where to find the right book to find the right thing, and I don't think one of the biggest libraries on this continent could be wrong. I don't think she could be wrong. Said that Izong was trapped in that cave, what, 100 or so years ago? My father's definitely not 100 or so. Not based on what he's told us. Nothing lines up. I didn't know
I believe he
they.
told you a lot of things, though.
I didn't even know he had an adventuring party until the dragon that wanted him dead told me so. Why would you hide that from your whole family?
Well, desire, love, and the desire for power can overwhelm a lot of people's minds.
Power for what? Sitting at a desk all day?
Names hold a lot of power, darling. His name was nothing. Your name was everything. Your name was known across the
And
land.
now and he's whittling that name down to nothing himself. A name he stole, not one that he earned.
He seems quite selfish with it. Got what he wanted and wants to keep it to himself. Wants his name in books forever.
What he did wasn't worth that. He has to know. I tried to tell him that he could just put himself up out there and do the right thing.
Yes, but he's done so much to get where he is. He won't very easily give it up.
I have a decision to make.
Do. I hope that you know those who truly care about you, along with myself, support you no matter what you do.
Even if it feels wrong.
And if it feels wrong. Because, unfortunately, with your decision, you're going to feel guilt no matter what you choose. I know that's hard to accept. That happens with gray area. And I believe your family knows you have a good heart. Then you try your very best to do what's right. But loved very dearly by each and every one of them. Almost every one of them. Your sister is very strange.
I have hope she'll come round someday. Maybe if I stop throwing paint on her.
I believe she will mature one day. I like to see the best in people.
I wouldn't have guessed. Thank you.
Welcome.
I was worried that maybe you wouldn't want to talk to me after even thinking about something like that.
Well, I've chosen you for a reason. I know what's in your heart. I like what's in your heart.
It sounds funny when you put it like that.
Yes, yes, it does. However, I have a pretty good track record with people I choose to be my high priestesses.
Yeah.
Don't plan on stopping now.
Well, I hope not. There's still a lot of good to be done.
There is.
I guess I'll keep you updated.
Of course.
Thanks for the butterflies. They're real pretty.
Welcome, darling. You know, you're the first one to embrace the butterflies. Everybody else has their own little thing It's usually stars, but I like butterflies as well. It suits you.
Well, I hope the stars suit me too. They're kind of on me forever.
Yes, they do. I just mean very symbolic as well. As you
Yeah.
blossomed on your wings.
Yeah. For being so little, I tend to be a little bit bigger around others. I'm starting to see that.
I'm very lucky to have you.
I'm lucky to have them.
Please try to be careful, especially in Kyra.
You told me that you were watching all the time. You can't just come back and tell me that you saw that I got myself out of that situation very well, if I do say so myself.
Just be careful.
I'll be careful.
All I want you to be careful. I'm not saying we'll go there again. I'm not saying. Oh, I'm not saying
Don't
have to
call
be
the
perfect.
captain of the guard racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just saying be careful, especially in that country.
Oh, I've never been scolded by a god before. It's worse than your mother.
I'm not scolding you. I'm just worried.
Oh, well.
Somewhere from the abyss, Asha, like Calamity and Asha's voice is like, it is rather weird, isn't it?
Oh, I'll say I did get a chuckle out of it.
Oh, well, that's something. Might have been the only one. Well, I won't do it again.
Thank you.
Hopefully. Welcome.
Just it's mainly that place.
Yeah.
I mean, LeShou is its own danger, but he just hates magic, and I don't understand it.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to LeShou. Somebody's going to be like, that's a suspiciously small grown adult, so I have to pretend that I'm a child. I don't want to do that. How do you spread love into those cold, cold, dead hearts?
I don't know. Fortunately, last time I tried, you saw what happened. There's a reason the temple is abandoned there.
Right. So lay low.
Just be careful.
Okay.
It's mainly in the heart of the country that it's the worst. Edge cities are a little bit better, but
I'll let the others know. Good night, Miss Nova.
yeah, darling. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Why is this never
you
a
guys,
comment
it's Dawn
we've
is
ever
now-
made? I'm sorry,
don't
why
know.
is this
I
a comment
had
we have never
the rest
made?
of night.
What happened? I was zoned out. What happened?
I was
Ow.
rushing, like I looked and I was like rushing to find which keyboard I needed to message on, and you
Oh my
got to it
God.
before I did. That's why I was instantly like, I know.
Your Psycho,
my
that
God.
is gorgeous, and I love it.
Why have we
Oh
not? Why
my
have we
God.
never made that comment?
I've never
And
made
I just want it known.
And
I
I
read
love it
that
so
in
much.
Gaston's voice, so I went,
Uh-huh.
LeShou,
No,
I'm
100%.
afraid I've been thinking. A
dangerous pastime.
I
know.
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 None of y'all made that connection before?
No, we've
I'm
never.
trying to
ever.
have a
Say
whole.
that in my
was-
head, like every time.
No.
I was too on my foot, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
That's my foot, and that's where my mind stopped. I didn't expect. I mean, I knew things were gonna get made fun of when I made names because that's just going to happen. Like whatever, I don't
Greg.
care. Like,
Greg.
I mean, yeah, that
Big
was
Greg.
also me panicking.
What a move.
Think for a moment.
Okay.
Like,
sorry.
no,
I'm sorry.
I'm
I
so
just lost
happy.
it. That just wow.
And the best part is this country deserves to have memes made about it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
happy for this country. I'm
I
so happy.
personally hate this country. Yes.
We're
And
aware.
rightfully so.
Just saying, we're aware. We know.
Are you sure?
There's the reason why Cal went off on her own to go to LeShou.
Even though fine.
I'm not saying she was in the right. I'm just saying there was an actual reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a good
No,
God talk
no.
if you don't come back out of it with no shenanigans. So
Okay. I'm sorry. I just that.
All right.
Just.
Oh,
I'm good. I'm good.
as morning starts to rise, the music has stopped. There's no more smell of food in the air. It is very quiet outside except for like the birds and the animals. It's really weird because every morning that you guys have woken up in Dunbrock when you were here before, it's been like you can hear the noises outside, but it seems like everyone is hungover. Everyone. It is so quiet. There's no one on the streets, even though the sun is up.
There's that one noise and like 50 different people yell, "Shut up!" Ow.
Rose is actually awake and writing.
As you all start to come to consciousness, you hear a familiar voice in your heads, the familiar voice of Galleon. Those who are not in the room with Calamity, can you please come into the room with Calamity? We have an announcement. Thank you.
I'm awake and I'm. Did that
Like a
just
school PA.
In which he becomes the principal that they probably fucking
Rose,
need.
Rose, I'm not ready to be an uncle yet.
I heard it too. Meantime, I'm not ready to be known.
There she
That's what we're
goes.
It's just taking a drink,
That is what it is. That child would be an absolute fucking menace.
man.
in the best possible way, but I'm not ready
In the
for
best
that.
way, of course. But oh god.
All right.
Jeez.
Okay.
Y'all are over here, and I'm like,
Right,
does that?
here, and I'll like
Yeah,
toss
that
it in
works,
the shirt,
dude.
like put away like all my
Jesus.
stuff and like okay, like let's go. Okay.
Fiddle, you wake up to that announcement, and it's a moment before you hear, "Up here in the room yet?"
yes.
And like you see a little flash, some raven feathers float down, and you see a familiar pale green cloak. The hood is down, and you see the face of Galleon. Thank you. I didn't want to just appear in the room because that's rude, right? And he looks at Calamity. That's rude, right? I don't know. I
I
usually
mean,
just appear to you.
I don't know. I'm used to it. That's fine.
That's rude, right? And he looks to Fiddle.
I mean, generally speaking, it is polite to nod.
Okay,
Knock.
that
It's
I
polite
don't.
to knock.
It's also polite to nod when somebody asks you a question. Mhm.
I don't
Yes.
talk, so I figured saying something would help.
Yeah. Are you always able to get in people's heads like that? That was very impressive voice, by the way. Very good
Oh,
diction.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's been a very long time. I've worked on it for a long time.
You sounded like my dad.
Does
I
that
don't
mean you've
like
been
it.
talking to yours? Oh no. Oh, that is Fiddle takes out a little notebook and puts a little tally mark under saying things that remind me of dad.
Look like my dad. Bye.
Oh fuck.
Yes, well, I mean, I needed to talk to all of you, so I figured an announcement in all of your heads would be the best way to do that. Where are the others?
You know, for They're, well, hopefully not predisposed. One could be cuddling a sword, one might be writing, or they could be doing things that are quite
Hold on.
scandalous that we don't
Did you
speak
just
of in
say
public
writing
places.
or writing? Because I need clarification. Because
I was referring to the act of a pencil greasing the pages of a book, ma'am.
okay, but I mean both is accurate. Just saying.
I'm gonna go knock on their door, as is
I mean, they have
procedure for
constant too.
polite. Yeah,
So,
but well, they're taking too long.
okay.
And go knock.
I'm just saying they could have. It's either way is a thing that could happen. It's fine.
This early in the morning, though.
I don't know what you do.
I'm saying usually this girl is like dead asleep.
I was gonna say Cal hasn't asked, and that's something she's not gonna ask about. She's just saying.
Oh.
What the? Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go over to when Fiddle knocks. Come to her. What? Okay, we're coming. We're coming. We heard it. Did you hear it too? In your
Yeah,
head?
it was a little weird. I
Also,
heard it. Yeah, a little weird. Although, like, gods keep coming to us in our dreams and stuff, so you think we'd be over it, but I'm not over it.
yes, not over it. Definitely not.
Anyway, make sure he has his pants on, because Galleon's in the other room. Pants are good for gods.
He's working on it.
Hold on. On the VOD, could that be the title? Pants are good for gods.
Yes, please. Oh my gosh. That is an amazing title.
Sarah, we have the title for the
I'm
VOD.
writing that
Okay.
down right now.
What is it?
Pants are good for gods.
I love that. Okay. Perfect.
Writing it down.
He's working on pants. Just give us a bit. We'll be right there. Fuck, why is it so
Okay.
out? Yes,
Oh,
You now have it sticky
I'm
note.
sorry. Pants are good for gods. She goes back to the other room.
All right.
Apparently Galleon's in the other room.
Sitting on
Oh.
top of the dresser. Like
Yeah.
dress lounging. Like coming.
I mean, look, not everybody's as efficient as you seem to be. You have to excuse them. They last night was New Year's. I don't know what you expected this early in the morning.
I'm aware.
All right.
This is important.
Probably make it there like by then, like
It's open.
what's going on?
What's the
Oh,
big
yeah,
announcement?
what's
Been a while.
yeah, you said big announcement.
I did. So, since none of you liked it last time, and I don't like what happened last time, I'm going to tell you this time. Calamity is coming with me. She's going to take a little vacation down in my realm.
And
Because I want her to, and because she needs it. Last time, I just took her, and you all were angry. And bad things happened. So I'm telling you.
I wasn't that angry.
Yes, I know. Bad things happened. So
Speak for yourself.
now you all know.
and Theron's gonna look at Calamity. Be like, and does she want to go?
She's gonna look at Galleon and then look at Theron again and be like, I literally want to spend an eternity with this one. Really? You're going to ask if I want to go?
I'm just making sure. He's making
It's
it
worth
sound
asking.
awfully demanding of just taking
Yeah.
you. But
Yes.
if this
No,
is what you want, then
he
that's better
did
than
ask.
what I was afraid it was going to be. This is so much better.
That's true. That's true.
What?
Yes, this is better.
What?
Yeah.
What did you?
Me, what
No, don't
was
worry
going to
about it.
be?
It's fine.
Nothing. Nothing.
So
It's fine.
Do I have a spell that can, look into your brain? Hold on.
invasive.
Well,
Why would you do something like that? Honestly.
You weren't chosen by other people, I'd look into your brains, but Not that kind of person anymore.
I mean, if it's not what the announcement was, so
That's
I
awfully
feel
reassuring.
better. Well,
It's still
Yeah,
probably not
yeah.
what you thought it was, though.
It doesn't matter.
You don't need to know what it was. It's fine.
I
Cal,
want to know it.
I need a mimosa.
yes. Cal, if this is what you want to do, then we will miss you. I just hope you'll come back and visit us again soon.
Oh, yeah.
And
no,
in one
here, I have-
piece, please.
I'm not gonna let anything hurt her. Are you serious?
Considering what happened the last time she was gone.
So what happened the last time someone took her from me? It was a giant fucking dead patch of grass because I was angry.
Well, it was also the last time that she disappeared from us without notice, and appreciate the notice.
I don't
fine
think it's
until someone stole her from me.
we have to worry about. It's the enemies of you.
The rest of the world. Yes.
Which is why in my realm, she won't be hurt. Because it's my realm.
Alright.
Last time
You say so.
Hades tried to come to my realm and start shit, I gave him a necromantic tattoo of my hand on his fucking neck.
He was still pretty bitter about that.
Now the thing, if you please. And he waves his hand, and 3 little black barrels appear in his hand. One has a star with 2 butterfly wings coming off of it. One has a moon, and one has a rose. I'm assuming you can guess which one is for each of you.
I absolutely taking the rose.
And I'm absolutely taking the moon.
Well,
I'm not going to be able to read this, but have fun. And he hands the left one to but it's the same black letter. Are these called? Let me pull up my little thing because I want to make sure I got it right. These are called diaries of confidentiality. Pages are blank if you look through them. However, you do feel that these books are thrumming with magic. So all of these books are connected. I've connected one to Calamity as well. She has her own. All you have to do is write the name of the person you want to talk to at the top, out of the 4 of you, and then write your message and it will appear in their book and you can communicate back and forth. If you want to talk to multiple people, write multiple people's name at the top, and then you can all read the messages. Messages will be erased after 24 hours.
Then why
and what?
If they're erased, why do we need a book? Wouldn't we just need a sheet of paper?
Can talk to other people.
A sheet of paper can far more easily get destroyed. Or at least lost.
Okay, that makes sense. Never.
You always ask weird questions like this.
Don't worry about it.
Also, the book's kind of a thing. It's a recurring pattern. You guys never probably super notice it, but here's my book from forever ago.
It's Hubert.
No, this one's just the Raven.
The
and
Raven.
then she picks up the other one that's got Hubert on it. She goes, "This one's Hubert."
Oh, there. That makes sense. That one's silver, that one's black.
This part. Only the owner of the little book can read it. No spell can read what is written.
Huh. That's really cool.
Oh, welcome.
That is useful.
But if you all want to add the Diary of Confidentiality to your items, you can go ahead and do that. I have made that item D&D Beyond, and it has the description on there as well.
Cool.
Sweet.
I want to say Theron is totally not looking for a quill right now to try it out.
Definitely not. Rose takes one out of her pocket, just hands it to him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And at the top, he writes Calamity, Fiddle, and Rose. Hello. Period.
And You guys open your books. At the top, it says everyone's name in Friendly's handwriting. It says hello on the page.
I have a very important question.
Yeah.
Is there any way for us to know that a message has appeared in the book? Like, does it vibrate or anything?
Does it ping?
Does it make any sort of
Does it
noise?
light up?
Can we set a ringtone?
It's very important.
It's a little warm in your hand
Okay.
as there is a message. But you'll get a little like itch kind of on the back of your head, like a little magical like itch on the back of your head, just to let you know
Cool.
once you now that you have it. And if you don't have it in front of you, it warms a little bit if there's a message in your hand. Otherwise, if it's like in your bag or in your pocket or whatever, it kind of like a little tingle.
Wow.
It's like putting something on mute, and then you open it, you're like, oh!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if
Put
they're
it on
deleted
silent.
after
Oh,
24
God.
hours, I never
Um,
remember to check my texts. So
Fantasy Snapchat.
The positive is it's from
You up? You out? You up?
the positive is it
Half
would
of
be
the
from
messages.
Cal probably. So like a lot of them would be, so you guys would know to check them fairly often because she can't even like use sending appropriately. So without running out of words and having to use it like 5 times.
Yeah.
and that's why we love her.
Yes, so these are so you don't have to use spells every time to communicate, since you'll be on different planes. And it'd be helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It'd be more accepting of me stealing her away.
We do accept the occasional bribe, yes.
I'm for the record not stealing. I want to go. Just a reminder. Just
Thank
for
you.
the record.
All right.
That's why it's stealing and not kidnapping.
I mean, technically, he's stealing
Those
her away, but
Fall
in
into
a
the same
good
category.
way.
Yes.
Fiddle's gonna shake her head and smile to herself, and she's gonna go over and take one of Calamity's hands and reach over and take one of Galleon's hands and put them together and smile up at them. This isn't about us. You didn't have to keep in touch with us, but we appreciate it. I'm really happy you guys get to spend the time you deserve together for a little bit.
It works now because now she remembers most things. So
This isn't the place for you to heal.
Cal's gonna squeeze Galleon's hand and then let go of it immediately and just give Fiddle the biggest damn hug. And just hold on to her for a few minutes. And then she's going to, when she lets her go, turn to everyone respectively, Rose and then Theron, and give them each giant hugs. And tell them all she loves them.
Theron's gonna like
I love you too.
pull her in and then like duck his head down and just be like, if you ever need anything, let me know. I'm not afraid to punch a god. Gotcha? Got it?
punch you back.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her.
Oh, I know you're not. I invite it.
He's not the only one unafraid to attack a god, just so you know.
Technically,
I
none
know
of
you're
us
not
are.
afraid.
Hades
It's
is proof
true.
of that. So
I know.
he knows.
I'm very much aware. You don't have to worry about me not being aware of that. I know exactly what will happen if I mess up.
Good.
I mean,
I'm more
realistically,
excited
if he
about
messes up, he really has to worry about me, so it's fine.
Of course,
It's
you
true,
first of all,
but
and then
if
the
you
rest of us
ever
once you're
just
through with
want
them.
a strong arm backup, I'm there for you, always. So,
Who won in a fight, me or you? I can't remember.
who cheated in the fight, first off?
And who's the
Don't
sore
remember
loser?
agreeing.
Me, absolutely. I will never deny that fact. All right. Also,
And I've come to the
Raven
conclusion
thing.
the two of you cannot be in the same room any longer than you already have been. I think Rose is about to lose her
Oh, just
absolute
be-
mind.
I think that Saloon got to him first. I was gonna take him just to piss off Hades if she didn't get to him.
Look, you already
Not opposed to that.
you have Ryder to deal with. Isn't that enough of the pain in your side?
Oh no, but that would piss off Hades.
I mean,
Pride has always been with me.
I'm always down to piss off Hades after what I did, but it's fine.
Sorry, the random dog head that just popped up.
Oh, hello.
Kerberos? Hello?
Well,
I
it's
like
missing
it.
2 heads.
they're just somewhere else right now.
Aw.
She's a good girl. My roommate's dog.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Anyway, we're gonna miss you, Cal.
Yeah.
Gotta get better so you can come help us in the end. Yeah.
Miss you too. But I'll like write all the time.
Good.
Unless it's being really like unless I'm being annoying, then like,
No.
let me know.
Never.
But
He's gonna give
Never.
her a noogie. He's giving her a noogie because
she's gonna bite at him.
absolutely not.
Winnie's eyes light up, and she takes out one of her pencils and opens the book and like scribbles everybody's name and like gets to work really quickly, and then closes the book and smiles and waits.
You all get a little warmth. Your
Pulls
hand
out the
from
book.
Pictures work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It is
Oh yeah.
very well rendered stick figures of Galleon and Calamity holding hands.
This is very important.
This is very
Best
important.
magic items you've ever gotten.
Galleon, question. Oh, Raven King. What? Whatever.
Whatever.
Is there a way to save something that was sent forever?
Well, here's the thing: you would right click on it with your quill.
I thought you would
You have
just
to get
tear
a
the
special
paper
button.
out.
or like swipe. Do you swipe it?
Double tap.
You know, I heard if you throw a dart at the book, it's a screenshot. Thank you.
God damn it! I love this.
Not unless you copy it down onto a regular piece of paper.
Oh, well,
Well,
that's wizard stuff.
Oh, but I mean, I'm not above it, but
All right, so you stay safe. Have fun. We'll miss you.
just know if you need anything.
Yes.
I think I need to worry less about staying safe than you guys.
You'll be fine.
If you need me, let me know.
Of course.
Definitely will. He's gonna take out the book.
And don't
Tell you
get
everything
arrested
embarrassing.
again.
Nova already told me that last night. You're good.
Theron takes out the book and he writes Calamity. And then he writes in it and then closes the book. And
You get a little warmth, Calamity.
I assume that's when you want me to wait for. You want me to read.
it's up to you.
She opens it slowly, like peeks inside it.
Says, I miss you.
You're disgusting. She just says that out loud.
You're welcome.
What can I say?
That later on that day, she's absolutely going to also write back in it and say, I miss you too.
Okay.
She's not doing it right then because she wants that anticipation. But
Perfect.
Ready to go, darling.
and she's going to look to him and take his hand and just be like,
We'll salute to everyone, and then they disappear, and a few raven feathers float down from where they were.
I would like to keep a raven feather, please. I'm going to put that in my pocket.
Two.
3.
Can we slightly retcon something? And she have
Sure.
left them some money.
Oh!
Please! Oh my god! Yes,
Whoa!
please!
Whoa! Pause.
Because
Is
I
she
You
just
even
thought
got
about
that
that. She has the
Calamity?
bank.
She does have that.
Yeah, you
You
do!
all have the bag of holding.
Are you
Have
leaving
the
us?
bag of holding.
Well, that's Raven theme. She has to keep that. She's going.
Dragon Mom's leaving us an allowance.
That's amazing.
Thank. Take everything.
she's gonna dig around and look at them, and like you could see where she's like her heart hurts a little bit from it, but she's gonna give them each 10 platinum.
How generous.
She must.
Look, I might have found it somewhere. It's fine. I was saving it for later
here.
when we needed more thing. Anyway, this is like almost all of my money.
Sure.
I would have played that
player.
my dice story. Hold on. Hold on. Fucking hold on.
Okay, Calamity, roll a
17
deception
insight.
Hold on. Okay.
First roll of the stream. 17.
I rolled a 16 and I have a +8.
Damn it.
no.
Fuck you.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
she's really like giving you most of her money.
Wow.
Very
I
impressive.
suppose you don't need it when you're going to, if you're going to be in his realm.
I know. It's really tough.
I'll make sure they budget it well.
Raven King just snorts behind you, Calamity,
God,
and like just
She
runs
elbows him in the gut. Shut up.
why can't we have? I mean, are you really gonna need money down there?
So why not just all of it?
Money doesn't need, because I'm going to come back. It's not like I'm leaving
Okay,
you forever.
so-
I need some when I come back.
Unless
so-
we go and kill giant bears that won't give us any money, I think we'll be just fine.
That's true.
All right, fine. I mean, it's not like my coin purse is hurting a lot right now with 2,000 gold in it, but you know.
Oh, stop.
However,
I think
am
you
I
owe
going-
me a bonus for watching the children when you're gone.
Wow, I can't imagine what it's like to have that much money.
I actually can't.
Enjoy your vacation.
Not that this isn't fun.
Oh
but-
wait,
I'm
one
going
more
on.
thing. Cal, can you bring me back a souvenir?
Excuse me.
Shh.
Don't worry, I'm going to give
Yes,
him a
does
rock.
every realm have a gift
Actually,
shop?
can I have
That's
one?
fine.
Can I have a souvenir too?
Oh my gosh. Just take everything from me.
Okay,
She's
so
just
we'll
going.
take Cal
She's
back.
just going to pat
Not
him on the
make a good
cheek. It's
impression
okay.
on us. We're practically Cal's family.
He doesn't like sharing things. So.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll bring you something back. He just does. He won't. It's fine.
Thanks, Cal. Have fun.
Thank you.
Love you, Galvian. It's totally fine.
Garbage
They're just-
portents. It's fine.
But then they probably.
Now I
get
bid
going.
you all adieu, and they disappear.
Okay, I'm still taking a risk, but I'm gonna find a way to like craft it for a necklace.
Oops.
What are you guys doing with your day?
Mentally preparing to go to LeShou.
You know,
Shoot.
Rose, you're doing just fine for stepping into LeShou, but well,
It's the two of you that I'm concerned about.
as long as I wear a little hood over my head, I can pretend to be a child again as much as you do. Not like that. Now for you, magic or something a little more practical. Though it might be a little itchy after a while, and I hope it doesn't rain. I could paint
Oh.
you.
No, it's fine. I'm done trying to be something I'm not. This is
Even in LeShou.
even in LeShou.
At least get yourself a good hood.
Well, if we're going to LeShou, we have human. Every human in LeShou has a few good servants.
No.
I'm not.
No.
No, you're not putting yourself down like that just
No.
for a disguise.
Just a guard. The nostalgic, as it were.
All right, but I'm not fond of it.
Thanks. God,
Only if we have
228
to.
flat. We're gonna have a chat, Cal.
Oh my god, you little shit. You stingy, miser little
Oh darn, 10 plat.
On a-
platinum.
On a lighter note,
dragon.
there's only one person Fiddle will paint like a respectful French girl.
Yes.
Her writer.
Baby.
He would 100% show up in a maid costume to it too.
I love writing. I love doing so much.
That's on the internet forever.
Yes, it is.
Please draw it. You have
Please.
beautiful arting skills. Please draw Ryder as your French girl.
Please.
No.
Draped across a fainting couch. Maid costume.
Here's my
Perfect.
So we're gonna. All right. I'm gonna be
On
a
it.
little child.
Thank you.
Yes, do it.
Thank you.
get it, Claire.
Oh my god, yes, please. Please
Okay.
chat. Oh my god.
No.
Anyways.
Oh, I'm right there with you, Purple. I can't draw people. I rely on other people to draw people.
So you're human, and that works out. I'll be a little one, and you'll be our bodyguard.
It's kind of funny. That's how it started.
And we're
Yeah.
a hide in plain sight. Hopefully not get into too much trouble again. Said not too much.
Okay, I was going to say, I make no promises.
I know you can't help
There's-
yourself.
There's only so much of
Especially
them.
because the second that someone insults either of you, then I'm going to just then I won't be able to stop myself from
It's true.
making them regret it. So
Only you can prevent town fires. So,
Rose.
oh,
It's
stop.
it's
them.
okay. It's okay. We're gonna be just fine. Look, Calamity's been gone for 2 seconds. We have to show that we can keep our stuff together.
I suppose. All right.
Should we be off?
I guess.
I do need a
Maybe
little
we
bit of
won't lose the
a
horses
head.
this time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Look,
I'm
mean,
going down to get a drink. For the headache.
Hey, I will say,
Sorry,
you guys
darling.
have not lost as many horses as the Mighty Nine, so you're doing good.
yeah, but we're
good.
also not doing great.
We
No,
only
you're
had
doing
one.
great.
We
Not,
only had
not as bad.
one. Two.
Had one,
And a whole
had
part.
5,
Ew.
then they all got gone, and then you
Oh.
had 2 more. Now they're gone.
Yeah.
So that's 7.
When did we
Yeah.
have that many
Seven.
horses? I mean, I guess I was just always focused on having majesty, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Who are
see,
the others?
the Mighty Nine, since there's 7 of them, they're pretty sure they've had 3 sets of horses now. Is it 3? Each of
I
them,
don't
and they
know.
just leave them places.
Okay.
Alright.
So
And
now
they
we
teleport
Well,
away.
last time it was a matter of urgency last time.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 tallies, things that remind us of dads at inopportune times, and the amount of horses we have lost.
I like this tally.
It's fine.
Alright. I'm
Oh,
going
God.
to go get
Okay.
some food. So.
Yeah, okay. I have a letter to send before we go, but that's it.
A letter.
So Mistral visited me in a dream last night and imparted upon me the knowledge for a spell that allows me to put an illusion over the written word so that it's only legible to the intended recipient.
I see.
That's helpful.
And who are you
So-
writing to?
I've written a letter to my mother.
Very brave thing to do.
I've been careful with the wording, so there's nothing in case something does happen and someone else does read it, or if she isn't as trustworthy as I hope she is, so that if something does happen, there isn't too much that can endanger us should contents get to the wrong ears. But yeah, just have a lot of questions, and
Theron will, mom's home. Theron will step over to her and kind of kiss her head. Just be like, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope so.
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Are you going to be all right?
Yeah. I'm telling her to, if she does reply, to send it to Fayre's care in Agrabah. So I trust her to be careful with more sensitive correspondence. So, and since we're all over the place anyway, there's no reliable place for her to send a reply directly to me anyways. So, yeah.
Well,
We'll see what comes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember, you're not alone through any of that. As
No.
much as you're willing to share.
I know.
I've got you.
He's going to hold her hand and squeeze it a little bit.
Yeah, just squeeze it back and just kind of lean into his side. Yeah. Thank you.
So you two lovebirds, go and get your mimosas. I know you need them. And I'll
What are you
see
getting?
I'll see about using some of this allowance we were given to get ourselves a little bit of a cart so our feet don't hurt so much.
Sounds like a plan. Do
Good
you want
idea.
anything to eat?
I'll be all right. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Theron will
I'll go
downstairs.
I'll go and see about sweet new ride.
Okay.
Finish up the letter, get that all sorted, and have that sent out.
Yeah, that'll cost 2 copper
Cool.
to send.
I can afford that.
I would hope so.
Scraping the bottom of my coin purse, but I can afford that. Cal.
As compared to my pirate in the last session that I played, where she didn't have any ball bearings to throw to distract someone, so she threw a copper piece. Just be like, eh.
Sometimes you gotta.
Oh yeah.
Money.
Oh,
And
Fiddle,
Bryn, I will send you that letter because it's going to be a little bit revised from the last draft that I sent you, so I'll
No
send
worries.
that to you. Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
so you go and you get a cart. With you guys being members of the town, discounted, you can probably get a horse and cart for 50 gold.
Alright.
Solid.
Hell yeah.
Does it come with supplies?
That is fine by me. Well, you don't buy a fantasy RV and have it stocked with things.
Sometimes. It's fine.
Fantasy RV.
But as you are coming back with the cart and getting supplies for it and everything, you get a message in your head. A familiar voice, the familiar soft voice of Fairy, comes into your mind. So, darling, agency has a bounty on your group. Requesting a friend's help. Meet Charlie in Pella's Wish, LeShou. Stay safe.
Of course.
Will do. Thank you, Miss Fairy. Tell everyone I said hello. Great. A bounty.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, the agency is, oh boy, well,
Oh, that makes two for me then.
yeah, congratulations, and hopefully not two for me
Lovely.
for escaping out of jail that one time.
This
So we're
is-
getting a little bit of help apparently sent our way. Yeah, someone's waiting for us, somewhere in LeShou here. Her name's Charlie.
Oh. All right.
All right.
I mean, I trust Fairy.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm not gonna ask. It's fine.
What?
Well, nothing. Nothing. It's fine.
Oh, what?
Did Fairy happen to mention how much our bounty was?
Oh my god.
We are not turning ourselves
Really?
in to try and get the money
I-
that's on our own dang heads.
Would not think of that.
You have
No,
twice
you have
now.
you have tried in the past.
I'm just curious about how
No,
much
she didn't
we're
mention
worth
it,
to
and
them.
no, I'm
That's
not
all.
Aaron.
wasting a spell to go and ask her.
Fairy,
I'm sure we'll find a
uh,
poster somewhere.
Cal is not here to help you this time. No.
I wasn't gonna do it. I just wanted to know how much we're worth to the agency. That's all. Or I should say how much we're worth
And how
to
much is your own?
Nicholas.
Whoever put the bounty out. Yeah, it's probably yeah.
And how much is your head still on your shoulders worth to you?
Oh, a lot.
I happen to think mine is worth quite a lot too. Yeah. So
I know.
maybe we don't ask and we just find this Charlie and keep our heads down.
All right.
That was
Fair enough.
Pella's Wish is what the town that she mentions. PELLA apostrophe SUISH. Pella's
Thank
Wish.
you.
It is not how I spelled that at all, but that's okay. Can you give me that spelling one more time?
PELLA apostrophe SWISH. Pella's Wish.
Cool.
Anyway, just like the word wish. Okay.
And asking bartender, it's at the base of the other side of the mountain range. Just like the line for LeShou, and Loxton goes through the mountains basically. There's a town on either side of at the bottom of the mountain range on the road. It's on the LeShou side of mountain range.
Cool.
Basically on your way to Norhurst, where you guys were heading.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
At least we're not traveling aimlessly at this point. We have somewhere to go.
That's true. That's something.
Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah. If people are looking for us, best not to stay stationary for too long.
Agreed.
No.
So, I'm going to assume that I'm going to be our driver.
Safe
Best at
assumption.
it.
All right. He's gonna climb up on the driver's on the seat for the
And
wagon.
Aaron, you have heard of Pella's LeShou. You do know that it is one of the edge cities, so it's
Yeah.
not as bad as
Okay.
the other cities. So they're not like
As
totally
racist.
against. They're not super friendly. They're kind of like on the edge, sort of, basically, where it's like they're not the nicest, but they're not like awful.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're pretty sure you wouldn't have to like hide there.
Okay.
You can if you want, but you know that it's when you get the other side,
Yeah.
and like in, and you're just like, "Ugh."
From what I recall of LeShou, Pellis is more of a lenient town in regards to other races, so that's a plus. We won't have to totally work on that act just yet.
That's something, I suppose.
Yeah. All right then. We're off.
We're off.
Montage
Off
time?
to find Charlie and Pellis Wish. We hear she is to help us with the bounty on our heads.
Oh, musical interlude.
Charlie will be the one to assist. Because.
So, as you guys head off towards Pelishwish,
Because of the wonderful things she does.
we're going to go ahead and take our break. We will be back in a few minutes. So, everyone stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in so far. We'll be back soon.
Hey, we're back.
Hey.
Woo.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back to Guess All Dice.
Oh,
For
excuse me.
those who just joined us, welcome. We just set out on another
All right.
whirlwind adventure off to LeShou. Yeah.
To the unMcGowan, mighty and
Gods.
powerful gods.
Was absolutely.
And with that energy, what could possibly go wrong?
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
So, we're going to skip ahead a little bit if you guys don't have anything you want to do on the road.
Not really, just not die.
Yeah.
Spending time working on that the anti-scrying stuff
Yeah,
whenever we get a chance.
Go ahead and give me 4 rolls with add your arcana.
Okay. Ooh, okay. First one is gonna be a 26.
Okay.
Then a 19.
Okay.
Another 19.
Let's keep all these rolls for later.
Oh, nope. 12 for the last one.
Okay.
Doesn't fit in dice jail. It's too big.
I
rolled a 3.
No.
The first
So
day
far?
the first day of your travels, you start to work on your spell again, and yeah, it's going pretty well. You get a little farther in it. You're really confident with your work. The next few days, it's a little harder to concentrate as you get to the mountains and everything's bumpy and like it's colder, and even though it is like the middle of winter, it's like your wind starts blowing pretty hard and you're going uphill and like there's a bunch of rocks, and so you don't really get anything done the next few days. You guys head down the mountain, and friendly, you kind of tense up a little bit as you like pass over the peak of the mountain because you know you're in LeShou, basically starting your descent. But you arrive at Pella's Wish, and it is a small town, very similar to other small towns that you guys have been to. Pretty normal housing. Not a whole lot of like big flashy things. There are people wandering around, mostly human. There seems to be one bar in town, but people don't really like pay much mind as you come into town. They're not like shooting you death glares, but they're also not like really friendly. They're just kind of like, yeah, you're traveling through. This happens all the time. Whatever. You do eventually find a tavern called Paladin's Cup. And it seems to be the only tavern in town.
You know, this kind of reminds me of the first time we came to a mountain town. If I do recall correctly, I took every single one of you on a date.
You're cutting in and out, Sarah.
Yeah. He was just saying this reminds me of the last time we were in a mountain town. We were, if I do recall correctly, I took each and every one of you on a date.
Yes, and look how far that got you.
I mean,
I was gonna say he'd look back at Rose and be like, "Well, I'm pretty happy."
Well, you did good.
And I got you as a friend, Cal. So can't really complain too much.
Yeah, you have your moments.
I do try sometimes, you know, to not be a total asshole. Sometimes.
And you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
well,
Got a lot more to go, but we're here now, so I'm gonna.
So I would hope someplace called the Paladin's Cup is trustworthy.
also seems our only
Honestly,
option. So
just don't trust anyone from the show.
unless you want to just stay outside of town.
No.
I mean, we could camp, but
We've
horses need a bit of a break.
We've already
They'd be
spent
safe
time
here.
out there. Might as well just
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well,
I'll go take care of the horses. If you
I'll
guys want to
inquire
go
about
get us
rooms then, shall I? Yeah. I
They
can
might be the most responsive to you, but I'll follow along.
head on in.
Okay, so you walk inside and it is not too busy for a bar, a tavern, because you guys kind of arrived towards the end of the day. There are some tables that are full, just people talking. There is a woman behind the bar with a dark skin complexion, her short wavy black hair, kind of cut just below her jawline, and her gray eyes kind of scanning the area every now and then. She's just wiping down the bar. She's a pretty muscular build. She's pretty tall for a human. Probably around 6 foot. Kind of like nods your direction when you walk in.
Go up to the bar.
I'm gonna help you.
Hi, I just wanted to see about rooms for the night and a place to stable for our horses.
How many rooms?
2 if you have them.
Yeah.
A mess, and then they'll
So horses and rooms. That'll be 3 silver for the night.
That's really fine. Thank you.
Welcome. And she slides over the keys.
Back to the others. Well, we have lodging for the night.
Thank
Oh.
you.
And
Unless we all want to stay in the same room just for safety's sake, but habit.
I mean,
We're used to it.
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
This place isn't too bad yet, so
Yeah. Should we ask around for this Charlie person then, I suppose? If this is who Fayre wanted us to find.
I would say maybe not too many people. I mean, they're here to help us on account that we do have
Yeah.
some things attached to us. So
Yes.
maybe just a quiet question to the barkeep. Or if we're lucky, they'll just find us and we won't run into too much trouble.
Am I in from the horses?
Sounds too lucky for us.
I mean,
what are you guys doing?
I guess we go inside and see what we can figure out, or we can take a bit of a stroll and kind of look around.
Yeah, once Theron's back from taking care of the horses and the carts and all of that, then getting ourselves situated.
So Theron, you go around back where the stables usually are for taverns. You let them know that you're staying at the tavern, and the stable keeper back there takes the horse and puts it away, puts the cart away, takes care of all that for you.
Okay.
As usual.
He'll just go back in, find them, sit with them at the table.
So you go meet them back at the front. They're standing outside waiting for you.
Oh, good. He's going to take one of these. Perfect. I can sleep in my own bed tonight. I was thinking girls and
Well,
boys.
this is a problem because Fiddle already has the other key. So what am I supposed to do?
Choose.
I guess you pick who you want to bunk with.
No pressure.
You two are terrible.
Don't put this on me. That's him. That's a him problem.
You know, just for that, I may stay with Fiddle for the night.
It's fine by me.
But I got.
Never leave.
That's a really nice doghouse. I just gotta say that. Have your own room and bed. That's a really nice doghouse.
Well, I take up less room on the bed, and I don't sleep with my weapon.
Don't
That's
sleep.
true. That's true.
I don't sleep with my sword. Or my hammer. I have a hammer now. I forgot about that.
Well, I certainly hope not for Rose's sanity.
No, he tried that once, and I told him it was
You know
either the
what?
sword or me. So
It'll be good for you two to sleep together. I'm definitely taking it in by myself. No, not like that. Fiddle.
I didn't think you were quite so open to sharing.
That wasn't Fiddle, that was just me.
I mean, I like you, Fiddle, but I'm sorry. I'm spoken for.
Who is he?
I'm
Fight him.
engaged.
That too.
Yeah.
There's that point.
Oh, he's
Tall, rugged, extremely handsome.
I don't blame you for bunking with me tonight. No one did.
and really humble too.
Oh, that's his best quality I've heard. So,
Certainly.
He's also a princess.
we'll never deny that fact. Thank you. So,
Just give him a kiss on the cheek before they go inside. I'm still staying with Fiddle tonight.
all right. I was just kidding, but it's fine.
Oh, he's gonna pout now.
Yes, he is.
It's fine. Do we know where this Charlie person is?
No, not yet.
Sooner we get through LeShou and away from that thing, I would feel a lot better.
Well, Fairy said to meet this person here, so we better find him. Or like I said,
Yeah.
have him find us, because I'm sure we could handle ourselves, but if specifically somebody was sent our way, we shouldn't say no to that.
No.
Honestly, anybody could find y'all as loud as you're being.
I'm gonna turn
And
and
you guys
look.
turn around, and over in the corner, you see. Would you like to describe Charlie?
Charlie is a brown hair, brown eyed, kind of olive skinned human. She's wearing just kind of like a vest. She looks nice enough. Like she's wearing a vest and a skirt. And her hair is kind of back in little like wavy curls and whatnot. And she gets over and walks over to him and mind if I join y'all?
That depends on the nature of your joining us.
Oh, for Pete's sake, who do you think it could be?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Some
You must
random
be Charlie.
stranger who's just strolled off
I'm
the
your
street.
It's fine. I'm your worst nightmare, honestly.
I don't
Oh,
know about
lovely.
that.
Wonderful,
You're a
wonderful
little,
introduction. Hello.
You're not nearly so blue for me, and grey and black.
So my name's Fiddle. And this is Theron
All
and
right.
Rose.
Yes. I see why Ryder's a fan of you. You're adorable.
Well, thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
I'm not talking to you, dumbass.
I know.
Wait,
I keep dropping into Cal a little bit. I'm so sorry because it's turning into a real mess of an accent.
It's all right. It's all right. You got this. You got this. We believe in you.
Oh boy.
wait, you know Ryder?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mention that he had friends.
Uh,
Well, then it's extra nice to meet you.
probably more of acquaintances than friends, honestly. We've worked together a couple times.
Oh, yeah, that would probably make more sense. I'm going to say thank you in advance for putting up with us.
I was warned you might be a little bit of a problem, so it's fine. I was expecting worse, honestly.
Honestly, it's really
Warned
good
by
to
who?
Well, you also
drop
just
by.
met us, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've been listening for a bit now, though, and you guys are not quiet for people who have people looking for you, you know?
I'm
Especially
All
you, and she
Paris
points
has
at Theron.
look. I mean, yeah, fine.
Apparently, it's not fine.
No,
I mean, it's fine if you don't care about, people, but
I will do my best to work on that.
So, what say we go to the rooms that we booked?
probably a wise decision.
Yep.
And then that's
I'm just gonna go grab a drink, and Theron's gonna
Right.
step up and go over to the bar.
Fiddle's gonna lean over to Rose and be like, "So I take it that you might want to bunk with him, unless you really want to have the super fun sleepover with the stranger."
She's gonna lean over to Fiddle and go, I have my own room.
Well, that's no fun. But I
I mean,
understand.
I love one gnome.
And his name is Doric. No.
Well, it's been great, folks. Have a great evening. Take care.
No,
Friend.
her name.
Bye.
Bye. Her name is Fiddle. I love her a lot.
Well, y'all do whatever you need to do. I'm going to go to the room in which this key fits, if you need me.
all right. I'll be right up.
Uh,
I was gonna go over to the bar and grab myself a drink because this is gonna be fun, and I just
Mead is copper.
I'll pay it. I'll buy his and Rose's drink.
thank you, Dad.
My pleasure.
Charlie, I guess, is following after Fiddle. You did want me to come with you and talk, right?
I like company, if I can trust it. I won't tell you everything about me in one sitting, but, we can start somewhere.
All right.
And
I'll be honest, your boyfriend
guys-
talks about a lot about you, so
And you'll have to tell me what he says.
all good stuff. Kind of gross, actually.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. Precious,
Oh,
but
is
gross.
it? I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not. Sorry.
No need to be sorry.
How's he looking? Does he have any fancy new scars? No, that's not important right now. I'm sorry.
It's very important.
I'll be honest. He's not something I'm generally looking at up close and personal. So
Well, that is great news for me now, isn't it?
normally it's through a scope if that's the case. So
Theron and Rose, can you guys roll perception for me, please?
Yeah.
Don't mind the yeehaws in the corner.
Ooh.
Jenny, Fiddle, you as well.
Oh, that's me.
12.
Pretty
Perception?
decent.
Not a hard DC.
17.
Don't worry, Rose.
Okay.
22.
I am not perceptive. Oh.
I am not
Six.
fast.
16?
So you guys all notice it. As Theron and Rose, you notice it as Charlie turns and starts to walk upstairs with Fiddle. A long metallic object on her back. Rose, you've seen one like it before when you were in the ports of LeShou. You saw it on that large gentleman who you did not take a liking to before. And you've occasionally seen things like this. Not really.
Does it remind you of the weapons that Rourke and Helga
It
have?
does. It reminds you of a larger version of the weapons that Rourke and Helga had. Winnie, you notice it as well as Charlie mentions through a scope. You notice it sticking out of the top of her, kind of poking out on either side. And it reminds you of those weapons as well. And you've kind of heard of like these metal weapons.
I mean, I saw
guns
Helga
that-
had one. before
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, you met her.
bounced
Yeah.
out.
I forgot you met Helga. But yes, so it reminds you of a bigger version
Okay.
of what Helga had. Forgot you met Helga. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys notice that on her back, and Theron, with your perception roll, you notice she has a smaller one on her hip as well.
Okay. He's just gonna make a mental note of it right now and probably look at her a little more skeptically. Just because the last time he encountered those, the people did not end well with his party, even though he wasn't there. So
Yeah, Rose also a little skeptical because like last time she encountered one of those, it was at her back.
Yeah. It's very,
And Winnie's walking into a closed room
very new
with
technology
the person who knows how to use
that
them.
you guys don't know a whole lot about. Again, you saw Helga and Rorik use them, but otherwise don't really know much about them. You just know that they come from Orhurst LeShou, and that's about it.
okay.
So we'll make our way back up to the room with the others.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way to the room. Theron and Rose follow a little bit later.
So
Charlie's just leaning against a wall, by the way. She's not sitting down because those are not the most easy to sit down with. So
Yeah.
It's like trying to sit down with like wings at a convention where you're just like,
you have to turn the chair backwards and sit and like carefully get yourself onto it. Yeah.
have to beg your friend to take your wings out so that way you can actually sit down.
Sit and relax.
Get your friend to take off hold the wing pack so you can get it off and then just like set it down carefully. Like take a whole other chair.
Just for the wings.
Okay. Yes. So how did you know to come looking for us and to find us and everything?
Well, Fairy, right?
She asked me for a favor. Ryder found out. Told her. Asked to be reassigned, but he was on something else. So she and on the opposite end of the continent. So she called me.
And what sort of skills do you bring to the table here?
Me? I kill people.
Well, that's specific. We can all do that.
That's what I bring to the table.
And those?
With these, and she pulls out her pistol, and kind of taps the gun behind her.
We haven't seen too many of those, so they're a little strange for us.
Some.
Yeah. I
How did?
I used to shoot with bow and arrow, and met a crazy old guy in LeShou who may have been a little bit of a tinker and taught me a few things about how to make them and fix them. And
So they're more little parts working together than any sort of magic, right?
oh yeah, absolutely. There's no magic with these. Just gunpowder and metal.
What?
Huh.
What's
So like
gunpowder?
fireworks, just a lot more deadly and concentrated.
I mean, fireworks can blow your hand up too. So
Yeah, we saw that once at a bonfire. We don't talk about it.
He didn't blow up. It just blew up.
are you still a little soft? You know?
Well, I was
Moist.
talking more quietly.
Okay.
Yeah. He just said we saw somebody get blown, or we saw it blow up, not somebody get blown up.
Well, you didn't live in my hometown my whole life. I've seen some things. Anyway, really happy that you're here. Grateful that you're here.
Or flashbacks, just
Oh, that one bonfire. Piper has apologized every day on the anniversary, on the dot of the incident. Anyway. Sorry you got stuck with us, but we're really grateful for your help.
I didn't get stuck with y'all. And she asked if I would do it. She offered to pay. It's a favor.
Babysitting.
I understand that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't make it too hard on you.
Do you do favors? What's your name? Theron, right?
Yes.
I know
Darren.
that. You do you do favors?
For pay? Absolutely.
No, for not pay. That's what a favor is.
He
You
did
just
once
do it
on
for
accident.
Pay, it's a job.
You
I
just
said she
you got
offered to
paid.
pay, and I said not to. No.
She said that that Fayre offered to pay her and she
Oh.
declined.
I did not hear that.
Yes.
I have done favors in the past. They just don't normally
You
end
do
well for
favors.
me. So.
That was mighty nice of you.
Out of curiosity, oh yes. Out of curiosity, how much do you know about this new bounty on our party? Who is she?
Brian, we didn't super establish that. She doesn't really know much, right?
Oh, Fairy just said, there's a bounty.
Yeah. Not much.
Help.
No, she didn't
Alright.
say anything.
Barry would probably know about it more than I would.
Alright. What I'd ask. We have assumptions over at least who would have issued it, but fine.
Well, it occurs to me that we don't really have a goal here other than to lay low and not.
We have to find Naveen.
Yeah, that too. But if we start asking things,
Drawing attention to ourselves.
it's so counterintuitive.
It's either we do something or we don't.
Yeah, I know. Doing something's the right and proper thing to do right now, but good grief is going to make things more difficult for all of us.
Welcome to life in the shoe.
To be
I don't know.
fair, I did give y'all trouble about being loud. But hiding in plain sight, not always the worst idea.
So we had a thought on a plan. It sounds silly every time I have to say it out loud. I guess if I dress up as a kid and I don't talk too much, people can be like, yes, that is a daughter to this perfectly normal human lady. And this is clearly hired help because that's not a human person and you're a human person, which makes your life pretty okay around here.
We plan on heading further into LeShou.
So if you think that's not a terrible idea.
Well, could be better. Could be much worse too, but
Look,
And then eventually make our way to a port so we can get elsewhere. I think. I mean,
I'm sorry, every single time Fiddle mentions being a child, I just hear, a child! No! In my head.
I do have a knife.
No!
And then the Game Grumps thing starts going through my head because they were playing Legend of Zelda and they were like, that is a lost child. So I go up to him and I grab him. I've got the child.
Hi there. I mean, if you have better idea, I am more than open to it.
yeah, if you have suggestions.
there any reason y'all are heading into LeShou?
Well, just like people are looking for us, we're also looking for people. And we're kind of following their last known locations and the places they were staying. It's all very loose, and this is the smallest lead that we got, but we gotta go for it.
Yes, and that following those leads, of course, but also avoiding some of the people who are looking for us, who may be under the impression that we were headed in the opposite direction.
Because why would people with non-human races go to LeShou? So.
All right, fair. And
The more we talk about it, the dumber it sounds.
you're just gonna be a servant?
That was the thought. Yeah.
You're still gonna get a hell of a time, I'd imagine. But
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be my first rodeo.
I did suggest, at the very least, a very large hood.
something about the gray skin might give it away, even with the large hood, though.
Oh,
She
I'm
was going to
aware. I
paint
also said
her.
I could paint him, as uncomfortable as that would look and feel.
And I told her I'm tired of pretending to be something I'm not. But
And I can't get mad at you for that.
thank you.
All right.
So we're headed off to Norhurst. It was the last one of the places that one of our charges. What would you call him? Hunted targets were
A quarry, perhaps?
quarry. That's
What are
the
you
word.
talking
I
about?
don't know.
Naveen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So question for you. What do you know of legends?
That they never die.
Alright, that answers my question.
Because we're gonna be legends.
Oh, my brain went to legends never die.
That's where mine was too.
No, I know, but that song is on Nathair's playlist, and I just listened to it like 2 nights ago, and so that song's always in my head. What we're doing here ain't just scary.
What-
It's about to be legendary.
what type of legends are you talking about?
Childhood fantasies, but never mind. So we're headed to Norhurst.
Way to be specific.
I was gonna,
You-
yeah, I was about to say, I'm afraid you're gonna have to be a little more specific. Jeez, than that.
Okay, how about this? No, that's my puzzle. Never mind. What do you know Norhurst? What do you know of it? City itself.
Where I learned, no, there's a crazy old man there who, well, he's not crazy. He's borderline a genius. But a lot of people there think he's crazy.
He's eccentric.
I enjoyed him. He was pretty great. He's the one who taught me how to tinker.
Right. Well,
You would know his daughter as well.
Mm-hmm.
You two got along well.
You seem to have a pondering happening.
just thinking about things, that's all.
Taking all your brain power, huh?
I never claimed to be smart.
That's my girlfriend's job.
Would Bryn, would she have any idea of the legend that Theron might be referring to with Norhurst mentioned?
Roll a history check.
Oh boy. Please hold.
Probably pull out those documents.
I'm trying to remember, like, canonically, like, has this been mentioned to the rest of the party in
But
passing? Like, the whole, like, legend about, like, the lack of, like, nobles and, like, missing nobility around here?
oh, you guys don't know anything.
Okay.
Really.
All right.
That is a 2 + 2.
Oh! Super good.
That's 4.
So that's a solid no. She has no fucking clue.
You know of a lot of like there are a lot of legends around here. Lot of stories. You have no idea, because there's the weird things that happen up in Norhurst. There's the weird disappearing islands off of Hamlin. There's the Legend of Atlantis. There's the Dead Forest. There's the Cave of Wonders. There's so many. You have no idea what.
2 down off of that list.
Well, 3. You've been to Northuldra. I
Oh,
said,
that's true.
I said
3, yeah.
Norhurst. I meant Northuldra.
Um,
No, there are so many more that you're just like,
Mhm.
and you never really cared for legends. You're more of a practical, fun sort of person. Like, okay, but whatever.
have you ever heard of someone named
It could be
Months
anything.
in your travels?
Named what?
Months.
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 Do I got to roll for that?
I know I'm gonna use your other one. No.
Great, fantastic. Absolutely not. There's a lot of names I've heard of. I'll be honest.
All right. It's worth a try. What about a Ben? Do you know of a Ben?
I'm gonna go with probably
lot
not
of
because
Ben.
that's also just a
Met a
name
lot
I've
of
heard a
Ben.
lot of.
Fair. All right.
There's a lot of Bens in this world.
Does Norhurst have a library?
God help.
We know that. Yes.
Yes, it does.
Belle went to that library every day.
Okay.
Mhm.
He'd just kind of
Oh,
flash
that'd be something
Rose
useful.
a glance and just be like,
You would know that it is called Grey Library, Grey. Grey Library.
okay.
And it is run by Sybil Cinderbatch.
And how extensive of a library is it? To your knowledge?
Not very
Decently
big.
sized. Decently sized, I think. I don't know. Belle was the main one who went there. I
Who's
what?
Belle?
I don't hate libraries. I like reading every now and then. Not my favorite place to go, I'll be honest with you.
Abby, oh my god! I didn't
Not believe me, ask the dishes.
Gray stuff is delicious, but please don't eat the bugs.
Please don't. Oh boy. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Maybe it was find something. Yeah, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Belle?
Yeah.
Maurice, the old man who taught me how to tinker, it's his daughter.
Ah.
Oh.
I,
All right.
I suspect you and her would get along fairly well, she said, specifically looking at Rose.
She spends a lot of time in a library. There's a good chance. We set off in the morning then. No sense in staying put.
Nope.
Too long.
The sooner, as I said, the sooner we get out of here, the better.
Yes. Yes.
So
Agreed.
then,
All right. Well, you guys don't have any more questions that I probably won't be able to answer properly. I'm gonna head to my room then. It's right down the hall. Holler if you need anything.
okay. Thanks.
I thought we weren't supposed to be loud.
She does have a point.
She does.
You know what? You bring up a valid point. Maybe just whisper if you're getting killed. I want to see what happens then.
You know, I'm just giving you a hard time, right?
Oh,
People hear this
absolutely. I'm
voice very
razzing you right
often.
back. Uh-huh.
Okay, good to know
I'm
because I
razzing you
holler
right
at
back.
everything, even if it is in a hushed tone.
Sounds like
No
a
holla back.
It's a remarkable talent, really.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good night, Miss Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
You all do the same. She leaves and goes to her room.
Fiddle's gonna take her little black book out And draw Charlie and write a little something, and it just says Calamity on the top.
So,
Alright.
this is
Anything
going
else
to
you guys want to do
be
tonight?
same.
Rose, who are you
I wanna work on
staying
my ball.
with?
I would like to work on my orb, please.
Or okay.
Thinking of my gun, staying with Winnie for the night.
Oh,
It's fine.
yeah,
Then
he's
we
having his
go.
alone time with his ball.
No, Abby.
Not like that. My puzzle orb.
I know. I'm
Just in his
there.
room,
I know.
messing with his ball. It's fine. So you don't get advantage
Singular.
Okay.
because Rose isn't helping you. So roll for investigation.
Sorry, dear.
Could be better. It could be worse. Let me see. My character sheet. Investigation +2. That's a 16.
Not getting anywhere, man. Still stuck.
Gonna work on that anti-scrying shit again tonight.
Okay, well that was what because it took
Oh, was
4
that
days
for also this
here.
night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that was
Cool.
for all
Never
4
mind then.
No, you're totally fine. Just easy to get them all out of the way.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, well, then he's gonna go to bed.
So you all head to bed, and the next morning you all get up, meet Charlie downstairs, some breakfast, then you guys head out. It'll take another 4 days before you get to Norhurst. So go ahead and roll your 4.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, I would like to work on my puzzle box for those. Or
Okay.
my
You can roll
puzzle
your
ball.
4 as well.
I think at some point over those 4 days, Fiddle's gonna be a little too curious for her own good and ask Charlie just how her weapons work because she's a little curious about it.
Charlie is probably gonna start off by, oh boy, is that a big ask, big question to ask. But if you're willing to sit,
Sorry.
I mean, I know we're just riding, so got time to kind of explain. It's easier if I take them apart, honestly. Show you. Makes a little more sense, I think. Might be because I make,
Well, if you
put them together. So might be actually better if we wait for while we're stopped.
that's fair enough. But
You guys
thanks
can
for,
do that before you go to bed each night.
thanks for
But
letting
yeah,
me be
she's
nosy.
oh no problem. She's more than happy to impart that mysticism.
And before I forget, just so you know, how I'm doing tinkering checks when you have to like fix your guns and stuff. It's going to be your roll plus your dexterity plus your proficiency because you're proficient with your guns.
Fantastic. We'll talk more on the mechanics of that later, just to get it all covered. But
Just that's what I'm gonna use because you're proficient with it, and dexterity is with your hands and stuff. So it's just for like misfires and fixing it and stuff like that.
so if she rolls like, is the DC like 10 or what's the DC for fixing?
Yeah, it says it in your gun. It says what your
Okay,
DC is for misfires. I only know this because my pirate has a gun and I misfired the other day. But yeah, so it says it in there what everything is.
Cool.
Or what the DC is.
Okay.
I think it's like 8 plus your misfire number or something like that. So it's usually like 10-ish.
Okay. I see. Okay, that was the part I wasn't understanding what the misfire score was. I now have processed that with you saying it out loud. So
No, I totally get that was me the other day because I rolled a 2 and I was like, I'm gonna put that away for this battle because I don't know how to fix that. Rose, what were your scores?
The first one was a 25.
Nice. Okay.
And then a natural 1.
No.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. Which is a 10. But it's a natural 1.
Okay.
And then a 15 and a 16.
Okay. So same as last time, you do get first night you do really well on working on your spell. And then you kind of get a little distracted with Winnie talking with Charlie about the guns and your curiosity kind of peaks up, and it makes it harder to work on those next few days. So you do get 1 day of work on that, and I need to talk to you later about like
Yeah, sure thing.
how we're getting this spell done and stuff like that. Theron, what were your rolls?
First one was a 17.
Okay.
Second one was a 13. Third one was a natural 20. And the fourth one was a 19.
Okay. So first 2 days, you don't really get anywhere. You're getting frustrated, kind of distracted with like where you are and stuff like that. The third day, kind of like center yourself for a minute, and you take watch alone. You like focus, working on your ball, keeping your ears out. You're on watch. You do get that next click.
Yay. So I have what?
And then
4
the
now?
next day, the next day, you can't figure it because you just got that first one, and then you're like, shoot, now I don't know where to go.
And 100%, he will like twist it to what he can get to, and then he will untwist it and then twist it back. Yeah.
Rubik's Cube move. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys arrive in Norhurst, and it is a bigger town, but still kind of like simple compared to like the capitals that you guys have been in. Mainly because there's, and Rose, you notice there's not really a castle or a royal family or nobles or anything. It's kind of like everyone is equal-ish here. There's not really any like nobility running the town. It's just kind of like whoever for each town, so they all kind of like are their own little places. Like there are buildings, and you actually everyone roll perception for me.
I'm good at that. 16.
4.
13.
Charlie, do it at advantage. Oh, you
At this
Abby,
many.
13 or oh no, Theron.
I guess
I rolled
16.
2 2s in a row.
Oh,
Oh no,
Oh hey, that's 3 2s rolled above us. Look at that.
17, Sarah.
16. 11 plus 5.
Okay.
If this was a slot machine, we'd be doing a lot better.
Good.
Right.
So, Charlie, you don't, Theron, you're really the only one to notice it. So, it's a little ways out of town. So, like, as you guys are approaching, you kind of glance off to the side towards some wooded area, and you do see, like, kind of looks like a rundown building. But it has a sign on it that says Howling Devil. It has 2 little horns on the devil. And you remember mentioning a tavern for non-humans near Norhurst. You're kind of assuming that's what that is.
Yeah. If we're going to stay anywhere, we should stay over there. And he'll point it out. He's also going to take out his diary. He's taking out his diary, and he's going to be like, Cal, wish you were here. Just a place called the Howling Devil. So.
But you guys look over, it literally looks like a rundown, just a large rundown cabin in the woods. And you wouldn't know what it was except for it has a sign on it. And you guys, that all kind of like pops into your head. You're like, I don't really know how nice it might be inside, but it's
Only one way to find
probably
out.
the safest place. You guys do pull into town, and it is a pretty simple town. Not any like ridiculous houses or anything. You glance, you see Charlie starts pointing things out. You see the main tavern, which seems to be the biggest building in the area. It's called the Giant Peach. You see the library, which is...
Is it made of a peach pit?
No. You see the library, which looks like a library / magic shop, but kind of like the two are crammed together. And then as you guys are going, Charlie also points out a house kind of like off on a hill. Points out that is where she learned to build guns. And they're kind of they're humans walking around, many ignoring you, some shooting friendly death glares as they're walking past.
Glaring right back at them.
I was gonna say he's 100% glaring right back at them. Like,
Yeah.
ooh,
If you want to fucking go.
It's a real shame about that peach place not being so friendly. I like peaches.
can always send the humans in, and then do you want to see what
Well,
they have?
And as you guys pass, it sounds kind of rowdy in there.
Oh,
on second thought, I like the mysterious cabin in the tree line.
yeah, it seems to.
Probably the safer option, yes.
I don't know about you, and he'll look at Charlie. Be like, but I think that's where we'll head for the night. Or at least,
Stay with y'all. Probably safer.
probably.
I'd appreciate it.
As would I. Those weapons of yours come in handy. So.
So as the sun is starting to set, you guys head over out of town towards the Howling Devil. You park the cart and head inside. And as you guys walk inside, it is completely not what you expected to see based on the outside. It is a beautiful interior with velvet curtains and beautiful plush chairs, music playing in the corner. There's a chandelier hanging in the middle of the room. It's like one of the most gorgeous places you've been. It kind of reminds you of like Fairy's house. There are you don't really see any humans in here. It's all
There's sort of magic to these. Right. I can also it.
You see some half orcs, some tieflings, like just kind of a mix and match of everything. And behind the bar, you see a female tiefling with smooth red skin, a shaved head, and gray eyes. She has a very lean build, a large scar across her lip. Her horns kind of curl back up around her head, up into a point like this.
Okay.
And she looks up. Welcome, guys. How are you doing today?
Pleasantly surprised.
My name is Miss Fortune. Welcome to the Howling Devil.
That is very clever. Hi. We're good. This is beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much. I pride myself on it.
As you should.
Yes.
Three rooms? Three, I think is what we're looking for.
All right, sounds good. That is going to be. She checks her little roster. Be a total of 1 gold for those 3 rooms.
I've got it. And he'll
I can do that.
put down the 1 gold. Too late. Already did it.
I feel like everybody basically was just pulling out money.
I said it first.
Yeah, you're just lucky that you reached the counter sooner than I do.
I do have a slight advantage in that aspect. Longer arms, you see.
Yeah, a few feet.
She kind of looks
Oh,
over
that's
at
it.
Charlie and Rose. You two must not be from around here. We don't get many humans in here. Not for the show, at least.
No, not exactly.
But that's nice and refreshing.
She's one with highest tastes than most of LeShou.
I mean, that's anybody if you go outside LeShou, baby girl.
Uh-huh. So.
Kind of stand a little closer to Theron. Yeah.
You'd put his arm around her, just like, yep, my girl.
So she takes the gold and she slides you guys the 3 keys, and they all have little horns coming off the ends. That where the key is.
Cute.
Y'all look like you've been traveling for a while. Dinner's almost ready.
That's obvious.
Well, that's what happens with most people here. Most people don't stop much of anywhere. Not in towns, at least.
So what's for
Dinner's
dinner?
almost ready. Usually do buffet style. Because you never know what the appetites around here. Dinner tonight, let's see. Believe you have some boar, we have some vegetables, we got some fruit.
You got me at
Little
boar.
everything.
I'm good. Thank you. I want that.
It's going to be 3 silver per person for the buffet tonight.
Just gonna. Yep.
So that's going to be
Gold and
12 silver or 1 gold, 2 silver.
I hope you don't mind me being forward, but you wouldn't happen to need any help with your entertainment this evening, would you?
Well, that depends. You're going to have to go ask Michael over there. And she points to the stage where you can see an elf tuning his lute.
She nods excitedly and turns to Charlie and she's like, I think we'll have plenty of time to tinker with things later. I'll see you guys later. And she's gonna run over to Michael.
Fun.
I look forward to the show.
Okay,
So.
so you run up and you see Michael. Michael is a darker skinned elf with
Question.
greenish color hair and bright green eyes. A wood elf. And he has, it's kind of like cropped short and like spiky. And he looks up. Yes, can I help you?
Well, I was more so wondering if I could help you.
If you're selling anything, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, no, nothing like that. That's just rude. You shouldn't do that. Anyway, I was thinking, well, I'm a bard too. I do paint things though, so if you wouldn't mind my asking, I'm sure your beautiful music would be real fun to perform to.
What do you mean paint things? Because I don't want to paint my instruments or my clothes.
I told you I'm not selling anything. No,
Right, but paint?
it's all illusions. I can just as well as on a canvas, I can take the paints out of my pockets and throw them in the air and make some real pretty things happen.
Okay.
It's been a little
I don't think I've ever
while.
heard of that.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said I don't think I've heard of that before.
No, it's a little bit different. My name's Fiddle, by the way.
Michael Alberton.
Fiddle Brindlewood. And she shakes his hand.
Brindlewood.
It's gotten
haven't
this
met a-
far out, huh?
Oh, I grew up hearing about the Brindlewoods. I passed through your hometown. I was very young, starting out.
I hope you had a good time.
Oh, I had a wonderful time. I believe I caught Ira Brindlewood's last performance. Passing.
My mother.
Really?
Of course. I'm her littlest.
She must be very proud of you then.
She is. You should come back into town sometime.
I'm working my way around the continent.
Good. When you loop back around there, you should try and run into another Brindlewood and tell him that you know fiddle. It makes the drinks free.
I do enjoy free drinks.
Most people do. So you'll let me join you, Mr. Michael?
I would be honored if you joined me.
Well, it sounds like a fun evening then.
It does. Oh, I'm going to finish warming up here.
Hmm.
I usually start playing about 10 minutes before the food is served. Miss Fortune usually comes over and tells me when to go.
All right. I'll be here mixing my things together.
Sounds good.
So she sits on the edge of the little stage. Is there a stage or just a space on the floor?
Small stage, yeah.
So she sits on the edge of the stage, and her mage hand comes out and is mixing things on her palette with her. She's clinking away at little bottles out of a pouch.
Awesome.
Theron's gonna turn over to Charlie and just be like, "You're in for a treat. This is awesome." And then he's gonna like kind of scoot his chair closer to Rose's, and then like just kind of sit and put his hand on hers.
I think Charlie kind of like hazardly, okay, sort of thing. I think she's a little. I guarantee if I roll for it, my rolls will not reflect it. However, I think she's looking around the room and just kind of checking everybody out, and making sure everything's okay.
Yeah. You can go ahead and roll perception.
Let's see how bad this
You're
goes.
just glancing at perception.
I'm using the online roller because I've given up on my dice.
Like,
Oh,
better
look,
online.
it's so much better. It's a 10. It's
yeah.
5 plus 5.
It's not a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is fair.
I mean, everyone kind of seems to be keeping to themselves. They're more relaxed in here than they would be like anywhere else, basically. It's kind of like enjoying the fact that they don't have to be on high alert anytime soon. No one really looks suspicious. There's, as I said, some goblins in the corner, some half-orcs. There's a little table of tieflings, some
Are any
dwarves playing a card game. No one is arm wrestling.
Just had to ask.
Some dwarves
I don't
playing
know
a
the
card
back of
game.
that, darling.
You see in the far corner there is a table with a half elf, tiefling, and a gnome, and one of them has a knife, and they're putting it in between their fingers and seem to be singing a song as well. But you can't really make out the song.
That absolutely takes her attention. That's probably why she stops focusing on anything. Is she just starts watching that, going, "Can't wait to see a finger go off there."
Them singing in the corner, and you hear, "I have all my fingers. The knife goes chop, chop, chop. And if I miss the spaces in between, my fingers will come off. And if I hit my fingers, the blood will soon come out. But all the same, I play this game because that's what it's all about. Oh, chop, 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 chop. I'm picking up the speed. And if I hit my fingers, then my hand will start to bleed." And then you watch the elf slam the knife in the middle of the table. Lean back and has not their hand, and then you watch the tiefling pick it up and start doing it, and then they just keep passing it around, and then eventually you hear, "Ah!" And
I've got to watch my friend perform, but I want to play.
Has their ring finger, like pulls back and nursing their wound. It didn't come off, but
I like you better
Definitely
when you're
got
not
nicked.
missing any appendage, darling.
pretty bad nick. And you hear the other two laugh, and there's a small pile.
I love you if something gets cut off, but if you could not do it on purpose, that would be lovely.
All right, fine. Besides, I do want to watch Fiddle play perform. It's been a while.
It has. It's been too long.
So about half an hour later, Misfortune comes over. All right, it's almost time to start playing. Michael waves and thanks her.
Fiddle's gonna lean over to Michael. So, this is just a guess. Most of these people aren't familiar with what the ocean's like, are they?
Oh, I mean, I don't know that. They're usually passing through, so
So maybe they'll miss it.
maybe. For you, I was actually about to ask what type of music you were painting you were going to do, so I could match my music to it.
See, I usually listen and then I match up from there.
Okay.
What did you have in mind?
I mean, I tend to play ballads most of the time, but that's usually later at night. Not really during dinner time. Nothing too exciting during dinner time. because people are trying to relax.
I think I can work with that.
I have a few even keel songs that I like to sing. I can do some sea shanties if you'd like. Looking for ocean stuff.
Sea shanty during dinner sounds like it could be a fun time.
All right, sounds like a plan.
I'll let you lead.
And so after a few moments, he gets up and he does his lute one more time, then starts to play and starts singing a sea shanty about about shit. I had it in my mind and now it's gone.
Oh no.
He starts singing about sailors who come back into shore after a long trip and like what they do ashore before they have to sail out again.
She's gonna try and match it as best as she can, but a lot of the imagery,
It's a little familiar.
a lot of the imagery is gonna be a sort of doctored version of everyone in her party coming and going from Atlantis. And she's gonna have pods of dolphins swim around everybody and crash ocean waves over them and have a bunch of rainbowy little paint bubbles that pop on the floor before getting sucked back up into like little glimpses of what Atlantis looked like and all the magical things and the fun plants. So she's basically just going to add scenery like everywhere to kind of accompany the music and have like a dinner show as if there was like a big projection over everybody. And she kind of lets Michael keep the stage, but she's happily and busily working with her little mage hand at her side on the side of the stage and just having a really good time because nobody really knows her here and she just wanted to have a good time. And this felt like a good place to do it.
Everyone is captivated by the music and the projections that they are seeing during dinner because this is a very unique for a bard and people don't usually see this and they're love it. The goblins in the corner especially, and as you take a glance over at them you can see they have a lot of like sea oriented tattoos on their arms. They're very much
She makes sure to like send an extra little fancy school of fish to twirl around their table.
Is it just me, or has her painting gotten better? This is incredible.
Yeah. Does she let herself really enjoy it? Yes, absolutely.
Good. It's fun to see her smile again.
Yeah.
and as dinner comes to an end, Michael finishes playing. Everyone applauds you guys. Michael looks at you. He's like, "That was incredible. I've never seen anything like that before. Very impressive."
Well, it's only as good as the music that is alongside of it. So thank you.
Thank you. I really enjoyed playing with you.
If we're here another night, we should talk.
I would really like that. I do leave after tomorrow, so continue my journeys.
Well, I hope I run into you again if not.
I would be honored to run into again.
You have a good night now.
He heads off to the bar to get his food. His misfortune saved him a plate. Anything else you all want to do?
Just work on my puzzle orb again.
That was your
Oh,
that was your role for earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Bother Miss Charlie about tinkering things. We're still curious.
All right, so y'all head to bed. You get up the next morning, have some breakfast downstairs. What are you guys gonna do with your day?
Gonna go to the library. Which are words I never thought Baron would say.
I mean,
Charlie's gonna stay near the non-humans as much as possible.
Okay.
Well, I suppose a good place to start is perhaps that library that was mentioned.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the task at hand, but we might as well try and make the most out of this place.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Yeah, and carefully asking around, or at least seeing what else we can find while we're in town. I don't know. Be careful. Of course.
Maybe we can see if we can find the right places to listen.
Good point.
Smart. Yeah.
Then,
The library's a good place to start, at least for things that need looking into.
yep.
I think just to be safe today, Winnie's gonna have like a little scarf covering her ears and keep her head low.
Okay. It is a pretty chilly day, so it makes sense. So y'all head into town. Probably best to leave your horse at the tavern, just because it's close by and it's enough to walk. About a 5-minute walk there. Not too bad. So you guys head into town. Things are bustling again. So you have your scarf around your head, sticking close to the humans, I'm assuming. Aaron, what are you doing? What are you dressing?
He's just gonna walk sort of behind Rose.
Hmm.
And Winnie just kind of like keeping his head down. Basically acting as he used to as a kid. Walking through art glass and things, like keeping his head down, out of the way. Which sort of rankles him, but he wants to find things out too.
So keeping your head down, people don't really bother you because they assume you are either to one of the humans.
I mean, he is,
basically.
but not in that way.
Yes. But they assume what they want to assume.
Yes.
You head to the magic shop that says Gray Library and on top of it. And you walk in, and there is a woman, a female, young, kind of small build, wearing a tan dress, and she has long brown hair that is braided down to her waist. And she has a hat on for her ears to keep them warm.
Okay.
She has some big glasses, and she's currently putting books on the shelf.
This is the library section. The
It's
library part,
kind
or
of
is it like kind of
the
all together?
library.
Okay.
Library is like along the walls, and all the magic stuff is basically in the middle on the shelves.
Okay, cool.
She hears the little bell ring as you guys walk in and goes, "Oh, just look around. Let me know if you need anything."
Thank you.
That was easy.
Perfect.
You don't have to
Not
pay.
really paying attention.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay to get in.
It is nice.
Gonna go and
Do you normally have to pay for libraries?
There are some libraries that are more frustrating and more gatekeep-y, I suppose. Some
Yeah.
of the larger libraries in the bigger cities.
Seems very I don't know, maybe elitist. Which is
Oh,
kind of weird
absolutely.
because I would
Absolutely.
expect that
Absolutely
here
is.
more than anything.
Yeah, no.
since they don't value books as much as other places.
No, it's not great.
I want to go and start looking for legend books.
Okay.
So
Do they also have records of things here?
yes. Yes.
I do.
You can go ask.
Hey, Rose.
Yeah.
Do you think they might have records of persons of interest that might have passed through?
Worth asking.
Excuse me.
And
She kind of turns around and pushes her glasses up on her nose and sees you and kind of like narrows her eyes. Yeah.
Do you have records here?
What?
Of people passing through things, important things that have happened.
Things like historical records, anything of note with people passing through, that sort of thing, that sort of event.
We don't really keep that here. That would be more at the town hall.
Perfect.
It's on the other side of town.
Gotcha. Second question. Do you have books on legends?
You have to be more specific than that.
That's, I
Lots of legends.
Do you have
understand that one.
anything on Treasure Planet?
Yeah, it's in the last shelf on the far left corner.
He's over there. Like a
Thank
kid at
you.
Christmas. He's like, pew, my book.
Anything else?
Yeah, I got a question for you. You have books on dragons and things like that?
Yeah, little one. We have a few different books on dragons. So are you looking for like a storybook? We have some with pictures.
I would
Actually, I'm
like
interested in looking for that sort of thing as well. So anything on it's
Yeah, we would like the big kid books, please.
Oh, okay. Like
Charlie's trying not to
what
lose
kind
it
of
watching this interaction.
what kind of dragons? We have they're all kind of split up by types.
more ancient.
The sunny kind,
Yes,
Sunny kind.
like stars and things.
yes, like celestial dragons.
Yeah, that's the word I'm working on.
Just kind of like put my hand on Winnie's shoulder, just yep.
Oh, I don't think I've read about celestial dragons in a long time. I might have something in the back. I'd have to go check.
Well, I would really appreciate that.
Of course, little one.
Very good, dear.
Well, until then, this little section right here, she kind of gestures next to her. This is all the other dragons that we have. We have the red, blue, metallic, chromatic over here. So I'll go check if we have anything in the back. You're welcome to look through these for now. But yeah.
In case she needs help with any of the words.
There's a suspicious glance at Friendly Artharian before.
He's already flipping through the book, like reading it intently for anything.
Stuff that you're reading in that book, most of it. A lot of it is history of Captain Flint and like just stories about him. Not really any new information that you know.
Okay.
Roll a history check.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Pulling up the sheet. Where's history? Oh, hold on. Come back. Why is history not on my... Oh, there it is. I just scroll up. Okay. I rolled a 13.
Okay, yeah, so there's not much in here. You remember your notes that Fayre gave you after your first mention? You do remember that Ben was mentioned to be here?
Okay.
A long time ago. Now it's just a matter of like basically finding where Ben is.
Okay. So that's I have my notes from that pulled up. So I was like records of people. So he's looking for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be looking at the magic stuff in the middle of the.
Okay.
Just taking a look at that first, and then I have other things to look into also. But that first.
So there are a few different. There's a potion section. They have 4 levels of healing potions, and they also have a potion of resistance against lightning. They have a few different chainmails with different resistances. A breastplate with the resistance to thunder. There's a little statue of a goat, a black goat. And then there's in a glass case. There's this beautiful helm, and you see on the bottom it says "Helm of Teleportation." Then there's also a section full of scrolls.
Oh, looking at all those scrolls.
Okay, I will send you those with the
pretty quietly. Pretty quietly and with like a little bit of a grimace, Winnie will wander over to Rose. If you need any part of my allowance Auntie Cal gave me, you just let me know. I hate this.
When
Thank
Theron
you, little one, but I think I think I've got this covered.
Little
know.
one.
I know.
So little.
When Theron finishes reading, he's gonna go over and join them and just be like, I already know all this stuff already, so Town Hall will be my next point of interest. Is that a small goat? And I'm gonna pick
It is.
statue. Do you think Cal
I don't know what it does. Oh, almost
it
certainly.
does something?
Probably. It's with all of this other magical things. I don't.
Little note next to it says "Ivory Goat of Terror."
We have to get it for Calamity. We have to. We have to.
And the price next to it says 20,000 gold pieces.
I don't think you're getting it for Calamity.
No.
Damn it.
We will make notes to come back
see
for
if we
it.
can find another one or come back for it once she is with us and we have all of her gold.
Yes.
She gave you all her gold.
Oh, there's also her gems that she can probably sell for to make enough to get this. There's that too.
Y'all traveling with a dragon?
Yes.
Practically, yes.
She likes to think of herself.
She may as well be.
We love him.
She's visiting with a friend at the moment, but
Fiddle will go over to Charlie with her sketchbook and open up and just show her pictures of Cal and say, "Yeah, big scary dragon."
You would have noticed that the little blue tiefling that was mentioned wasn't with the group.
Just checking how much gold I actually have.
Not that much. I just wanted the tiny goat.
I know, I just wanted the tiny goat.
There is a scroll that's catching my interest that I think, that if I can afford it. One scroll.
I have money if you need it as well.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Well, does come back and she goes, "Unfortunately, it seems that I don't have the book I was thinking about anymore. I'm really sorry.
That's all right.
I sold it a while ago."
Oh, no, it's no trouble. Although this, and she will, just a second. Hold on, let me just make sure that I have as much as I think I did. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I got this. Do you also have paper for transcription spells?
Yes.
Excellent.
How much do you need?
Enough for this one, and I'll take the scroll of Bigby's hand.
Ooh.
Off that shelf.
And so that
Which
double check.
I believe
because it's 50 per level, right? It's
yes, I believe. Yeah, so that would be 250 for this one because it's 5th level.
So she gets you the paper and the ink.
Okay.
That's 250.
Assuming that my friends can help me with this one.
I've got you. He'll buy it.
Thank you.
I have 3,000 gold.
So that's going to be 1,530.
Yes.
Okay, I will go ahead and
I
deduct that.
have
1,530.
nowhere near that much.
There we go.
Fiddle should probably buy more sketchbook paper, so she'll ask the lady, "Do you have not as nice paper for drawing and things?"
Of course.
Yes,
How much do
quite
you
the
want?
budding artist.
A stack like yay big. I
Okay,
go
yeah.
through a lot of paper.
She does.
So she pulls out the paper. That'll be 2 gold pieces.
Okay, I have that in my allowance. Do you want me to draw you
Okay.
something?
I would love for you to
It's
draw
very
me.
good.
What's your name, little one?
Faywin.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Faywin. My name is Sybil Cinderbatch.
It's nice to meet you, Miss
Welcome.
Sybil. I'm gonna draw a picture of you, so you just hang tight, all right?
Okay, thank you.
She's gonna use her wrong hand.
Okay. Roll performance with disadvantage. I will make you roll performance for this.
Still gonna plus 11. Okay.
Oh, you did fine.
18.
Okay. Yeah. It's not like how you usually draw, and you're kind of like cringing a bit as you're drawing it. It's pretty good, and you hand it to her.
Goddamn.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing! You do have a little budding artist on your hands, and she like
She's
puts it
very
on her
talented.
desk over
Gotta
to the
step
side.
outside.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. What a waste of a natural 20.
Oh
Oh no!
It was an 8 and then a 20.
Oh. Oh.
That's amazing.
I did also wonder if you had any local or at least histories to the kingdom of LeShou. Any sort of anything like that? Or would that be also be something that would be more
Really at
the
the
town
town hall.
hall? Okay.
We don't do much with. It's been a while
That's
since
all
there's
right.
been a kingdom here, so
Yes, that's actually what I was interested in looking into. We're traveling, we're passing through, but I was curious.
oh yeah. Well,
You don't
I don't know. It's a long time ago. Really care much for royalty anyway, so we kind of run ourselves around here.
No, can't say I do either. Do not have it. I'll find it later.
At some point, Charlie's gonna ask if y'all have any bullets or stuff to make them.
Oh, you're gonna have to go talk to crazy old Maurice. He's up on the hill up
Okay.
there. He's the one who made all
I-
the stuff.
I suspected as much. I just thought I'd double check.
We can head there
The one
next
who
time.
makes all the and I just deal with the magic.
Is it on the way to
Mhm.
town hall?
I thought you went outside.
Pokes his head. I assume he's just standing in the doorway at this
Okay,
point, just
okay.
waiting for them all.
No, town hall is the other way.
Of course. All right.
Thank you.
Fayre, roll perception.
She's lying to me, isn't she? How rude. 12 plus 5, 17.
So you kind of thank her and you glance back outside and you see a man coming the opposite direction.
Nope. I want to go inside.
And he's very big.
I want to go back inside. I'd like to
Black
avoid
hair.
This man.
Huh?
He seems to be heading towards the tavern you saw yesterday. And as you're like, no, want to go back inside, you kind of pause. Black horse he's riding is real familiar. And you like pause it, you look back and it's Majesty. Giant man is riding Majesty.
Majesty.
Oh, no.
It doesn't
Oh,
make a
God.
scene.
It's Majesty now. Kiss that horse goodbye.
He's gonna wait He's gonna watch and then sort of kind of follow behind. But
That's not sus at all.
no,
No, not at all.
Oh, so you were over here. He was coming up this way.
Okay,
So
so
like
then
not going past you, but coming
Oh.
towards you-ish and going towards the tavern.
okay, so then he'd wait
Okay.
until he kind of went to the tavern, like deposited the horse, and he's absolutely gonna go see the horse.
Uh,
That's my
Would-
horse. That's my baby.
I feel like Charlie
See
has
this?
been keeping an eye on them. Would she have noticed this?
Okay. Yeah, you've been keeping an eye. What's your passive perception?
15, I believe. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's 15.
He's not being. I mean, like he's being stealthy. Just
No,
like,
I know. So you saw him start to turn in and pause and turn and like just make eye contact with something and then leave.
God damn it. Just gonna follow
Oh,
after him.
What are you talking about? What's going?
You
What?
guys glance back and Aaron's not in the doorway anymore.
Where did
Your boyfriend follows after something. I don't know. Follows.
This happens a lot. Let's go.
not that often.
That's no scandalize the librarian.
Yeah, no, look, Maria doesn't think in those terms.
No, I figured you guys were at the door and
Okay.
leaving.
Okay.
Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah.
Sometimes, on rare occasion, have more tact than we would let on.
Sometimes.
So
Fair.
you guys, Theron, you start heading towards Majesty, and you see the stable hand start to lead the horse back towards the stable with another horse, the smaller man that was with the large man.
Why are we in LeShou? Why?
Charlie is
They go
catching
back
up to him and grabbing his arm. What are you doing?
That's my horse.
They go back behind the tavern as he grabs you.
Surely don't look like your horse.
It was my horse.
And
I want him back.
why'd you sell him?
I didn't.
So your horse was stolen from you.
Not that anyone here would believe that.
How'd your horse get stolen?
That's okay. Well, yeah. How did my horse get stolen?
Can we say that the others join at this moment?
My
Not
horse
that-
was stolen as you guys walk up.
Well, it would just so happen that when your soul gets trapped and taken to another plane of existence, keeping your horse intact wasn't our main priority, sir.
No.
Thank you, Charlie.
Okay, so I go back to how'd the horse get stolen?
Oh, we don't know. Well, we left it. That's why.
Oh, well, then it ain't your
No.
horse no more.
I mean, you don't drag a horse to
back.
hell. That's just animal
No, you
cruelty.
don't.
I'm getting that
Well,
horse
yeah,
back.
but generally you leave it with someone if you're gonna, like, go on something.
No,
And
but
we
that's
left
just
it with
because
a really
it's
nice
nowhere.
tree.
You left it at a tree and you're complaining about it being stolen.
I mean,
I'm
to be
not
fair, I was
complaining.
not personally there at the tree location.
He was having an out-of-body experience.
Mhm. Mhm.
Quite literally, in fact. I was swirling down a vortex. And
He was spiraling.
The word that comes to mind, and I don't know why, is toilet bowl.
I mean,
Oh no.
there were a lot of other. How to describe a vortex of souls, undead souls?
Unsettling at best.
Yeah, it's really not fun being in it.
I'm gonna circle back to the point that ain't your horse no more.
I'm getting him back.
We have things to do in this town.
Okay, when we leave,
But
I'm
that
getting him back.
can be
We already have a horse.
recovery of.
But that is my
take
It's
horse.
not Majesty.
We're gonna die.
All right,
This
how
is
much
how.
you want to pay for him?
I have
I said
1,000
anything about
left.
paying.
I have 1,500 left.
Thank you, by the way.
How much is a horse typically,
I'm
by
at
the way,
50.
Bryn?
50.
50.
All right, well, you can go in and see about buying it from whoever owns it.
I stole it.
Whoever owns it, you don't know if they stole it.
Yeah. That is a big fellow. Black hair, red shirt. Was he wearing his gun on him? Has one of those. And he'll gesture to the gun on Charlie's back.
All right. Well, you should stay out here.
Yes,
Sure.
I absolutely will. And he's totally looking to like try and get into the stables to go and like.
And I'll keep an eye on you because children ain't allowed in the bar.
Fuck, are we going to have to talk to it? Oh.
Sorry.
Have fun, and he's gonna try and sneak into the stable and see if
Do not,
Like
boy.
hell.
I will knock you out.
I'm just
Oh no, I can do that.
Yeah, she can.
She absolutely can. So, I'm just gonna. I'll be back. And he's over at the stable.
She's following him because
Yep. You gotta go talk to get Bob.
I
don't trust you.
I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to see the horse.
Look, I
You
know
have the
I know
face
we
of
just-
innocence.
I know
Why,
we
thank
just
you. I
met,
do.
but I'd like to think you could at least trust me to babysit.
Fiddle's got me in hand.
She's gonna look to Rose. Your call, I guess.
When he pulls out her sword.
Child has.
I don't know if
I
people
got
are
it.
gonna like children having a knife in this town, especially that big of a knife. But you know, it whatever. I guess we'll go with it and see what happens.
Let them question my parenting. It's fine.
Are getting some weird looks from passersby.
It's a family heirloom. Puts it back.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, he's is the stable hand around still.
Yeah. Sitting at the front of the barn.
Oh, we're stupid.
Then can I go to the back of the barn? I just want to get into the barn. I just want to.
Okay, you can go
Pet the
around to the
horse.
back.
And I just want to pet the horse.
There's no door back
Perfect.
there.
I'm going into the barn, and I'm going to Majesty, and I'm going to pet him.
What?
No back
How are
door.
you getting into? There's no back door. How are you getting
Oh,
into the
sorry.
barn?
I didn't mean there's like a literal fence, a wall.
Literally walls, and then the front.
I gotcha.
There's no back door. Let yourself in.
No.
I'm gonna be the Kool-Aid man. Pah! Coming from a
Hello?
horse.
Is there a back door? Ask the move.
Oh no.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go through the back door.
Sorry, you cut in and out. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I guess Rose and Charlie are gonna go into the bar, try
I
and
guess so.
find this guy by the description that Aaron gave him.
Aaron gave us, yeah.
You go into the bar.
Mhm.
It is a lot less fancy
Mhm.
than the other bar. There's an older man behind the bar. He has cropped curly auburn hair and blue eyes with pochmark olive skin. And most of the tables are filled. And then over by the fireplace where there is a fire, you see a very large man with a gun slung over top of this chair that has antlers coming out of the top of it, in a red shirt with a large mead, his black hair tied back.
Do I recognize
yeah.
him?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, does Charlie also recognize him?
No, he wasn't in town when you were.
Okay.
Because you were here a while ago when Belle was still younger.
Okay.
But no, he wasn't in town during that time. But no, you immediately recognize this man.
Mhm. Oh,
See the
fuck.
at him, like the smaller thingamede chatting away, and just kind of like
No,
lounging
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm
over everyone in the bar.
I take it he's a friend of yours.
No, I just saw him in passing in what was the name of the port town?
Ship's Haven.
Passed him in Ship's Haven a few months ago, and he was disgusting to me. And so I'd rather not repeat that. Fuck. Why does he have to be the one who got the damn horse?
Well, you want to stand back? I can try and do the talking. He's
Sure. Yeah. Yes, let's do it. Let's do that. I'm
can't
coming.
promise
I'm
nothing.
coming.
All right.
We said we'd try.
She's going up to this giant behemoth man.
All right, yeah, he has his like his muscles are almost bulging through his shirt sleeves, and kind of lounging. Very low cut shirt. You can see the top of his chest hair. He's just very like show-offy.
She absolutely, the first time she really truly looks over him, like ups it, like does the once up and down kind of thing, just kind of goes and then
like behind Charlie's back, they
continues.
send her a message, be like, right?
So you approach, and as you approach, his eyes lock onto you, and he looks you up and down, very much like he did Rose, like you're a piece of meat. Kind of smiles. You're approaching, like very very full of himself. Like, yeah, of course she's coming over here. You think?
And Rose is with her. Rose is like a little bit behind Charlie, but she's coming over too. Yeah.
Charlie's gonna walk up to him and just be like, "Hello, handsome. How are you doing today?"
I'm wonderful now that you're here, and your friend.
I hate it.
And how can I help
Hey,
you today?
you can help me by dying. God.
Hush, child, you're outside.
Things you eat every morning. Fucking hell.
That was just me.
I know. Well, actually, a friend of ours saw your horse and just was amazed by it. We were wondering how much it might cost if we could possibly buy it from you.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's not for sale.
Oh, that's a shame. He must really
Oh,
be a great horse then.
he really is. He's quite beautiful. Almost as beautiful as me, but you know.
Mm. Couldn't say I didn't see the horse, but you are quite handsome.
Thank you
She's
very
internally throwing up so goddamn bad.
Quite literally biting my own tongue so that I
Wrath is
Yes.
the best horse I've had so far.
What do you call it? Wrath?
He is a king. He is not.
He must have been pretty wild then. Name him Wrath. Or is that just a good name for you?
That's the name I came with.
Oh.
There was some people passing through recently, and they sold me my horse.
Well, we'll be staying here a couple days. If you change your mind, if you could.
I hope to see you again then. You as well. He kind of winks at you, Rose.
No. She kind of puts her hand back to
This is just like the only look that she gives him. Like, nah.
She kind of puts her hand back to just kind of pat Rose a little
That
bit, hopefully.
not helping.
Um,
I'm usually here
well,
hunting, so you're always welcome to come join me for a drink. Maybe a little more.
oh, I'd love to go hunting with you. I'm pretty good at it, actually.
Are you? I'd love to see
Mhm.
that.
Well, maybe sometime.
Sounds wonderful.
What was your name again? Actually, I
My
didn't
name is
catch it.
Gus.
Nice to meet you.
What is your name? You said Charlie, right?
Charlene.
Wonderful to meet you as well. Your friend. You want to introduce yourself?
No, I'm good.
See. Oh. Come back if you're ever in the mood for a good time.
Thank you.
If I'm in the mood for a good time, I won't be coming here. And I walk out.
Say that now.
Turns out you don't need a gun to fire shots.
Flips him off over her shoulder. She fucking flips him off over her shoulder. She is walking out.
Oh,
She
I love
may
that.
or may not have a significant other already, and I'm fairly confident she's the one on top, so I wouldn't worry about it. She's not really your type.
Like a challenge.
No.
Oh,
All right,
All right,
well,
Gaston,
I am.
let's go. Let's go. You and me, we go fight.
no, I will be doing the fighting on this one. No, fuck that. You let me get into this battle.
I mean, you can absolutely
Dear.
have both the first and the last shot, but I would like to stab him a few times.
Charlie's just gonna go, well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, and whatnot, and I will have a good one, Gaston. You're a piece of something. Just gonna walk out.
I know.
How? That was just as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
She's immediately gonna go
I-
around to, I
hate it.
assume her and Rose are immediately gonna go around to the
yeah.
like, towards the barn.
Are you just standing in the barn trying to peek in?
No, he'd go up to the stable hand and
Okay.
ask if he could just go in and look at the horses.
No.
Pay for it.
Oh.
See,
God, I hate this. Fiddle's gonna go over and tug on this guy's shirt and look up at him very sweetly.
Oh my god.
My aunt put him in charge of watching me. Do you think I could pet the pretty horses?
Sorry, kid. Don't let his type in.
Oh, well, can he stand outside then?
That's fine.
Okay. And when he's gonna go in there, she's gonna pet Majesty and just look straight at Friendly and be like, "What a nice horse."
Oh.
I hate this town, you guys. I hate this town. I hate playing games in this town.
I rolled
but
to
yeah,
see
so
if
you
he
guys
punched
come
the
in.
guy. He does not.
So you see Theron standing outside as Annie is standing there petting the horse.
Rose is like storming out first. Like she is just like
I just want a horse.
Fiddle will go back to the entrance, be like, "Thanks, you're real nice, mister." And meet
Good day, kid.
oh,
the others.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
There's absolutely like a
Shall we?
metaphorical storm cloud over Theron's head.
Also over Rose's head, funnily
Wow.
enough.
We are quite the pair,
Yeah.
aren't we?
We certainly are.
My feet hurt. I think I want to go to bed now.
Should I carry you on my shoulder again?
Yes.
He'll offer her his hand and then like lift her up if she wants to go up on his shoulder.
Whee!
And he's gonna just like, I owe you. Thank you for trying.
Oh, I mostly just wanted to get on your nerves.
You did.
You get on
to
mine.
the stable.
You still tried. So
I'll think what you will.
Just we'll take a moment and go like just to the stable hand. And thank you for entertaining her. We'll be. Thank you. Just fucking. We're out of there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where are you guys going?
I still have to go to the town hall, but I don't think they're going to let me in.
I hate this place. I hate this place.
I also hate this place.
It's
All of
not
this.
too
And
late
then
for me
that
to pay.
absolute piece of shit in the.
Oh, it went that well then.
He was, bless his heart, a real charming fella.
Oh no,
dear.
not the bless your heart.
Why? Does that
She
mean
means
something?
business.
Does that mean something serious?
Yeah, it's like a curse.
Oh damn.
I was this close to casting something on him, and I swear to all the gods above.
You probably would have if you'd have stayed in there much
Yes, I
longer. I
would
gotta be
have.
honest. His parting comment was quite charming.
Oh.
What did they say after I left?
It doesn't matter. You don't want to know because you will go in after him and burn him. Because I don't. I suspect I would honestly if he. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't shoot him, and that's the important part.
Proud of you for that.
Remember when we were in when we passed through in in the pool city, and there was that the man who was just absolutely which
No,
just
I stayed on the boat.
there was it was the same man that it was the same guy.
Well, by the sounds of it, he's not the type of person that wants to frequent a town hall, so I guess we're in luck.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know if he knows how to read. He didn't seem like the most intelligent of people.
No.
That's
Certainly not good at
unfortunate.
picking up hints at all, or at least like a complete lack of interest. Like, in fact, not very good at picking up disgust either. Like, it's
he's one of those.
Whatever. Yes.
Good to know.
Well,
Shall we?
You play a character that just everyone hates.
The first words out of, I mean, to be fair, I already hate, I mean, like, as a Disney villain, Gaston is great, because he's, Gaston. Like,
He's awful.
Because we hate
he's
him.
so good to hate. But being in a
He's
game
just a
with him,
person.
all I want to do is stab him.
Just a
All I
person.
wanna
He doesn't
do.
have magic.
Ooh, he just makes me so angry.
Well,
fine, though.
hopefully that's the last we're seeing of him.
With any luck.
Sorry, Sarah the player couldn't keep that one together.
Oh, I know. I'm aware of what I've said.
To the town hall then.
Yep. That way, I believe is what she told me.
Yeah.
So, just gonna start heading
You guys
that way.
head to town hall. In the direction, and you find it's a one of the buildings that has a sign on it. And as you guys approach, you hear voices, muffled voices. Only one voice. Then you see the door open and someone get pushed out. It's an older man, and he kind of stumbles, pulls his coat. Fine, I didn't want your help anyway. He turns, and Charlie, this is Maurice.
Crazy old boy.
she smiled.
Starts
Like, I suspect when she saw who got knocked out, she probably went up and helped him up. Honestly, smiled to him.
So you help him up, and he brushes himself off. He's like, thank you. Charlie! Oh, I haven't seen you in so long.
Hello,
How are
Maury.
you doing?
I'm well. Just traveling through these parts. Some friends.
I see. It's been a while. I unfortunately not going to be the best company today. But hopefully we can talk more later. Maybe
What'd you get thrown out
Great.
for?
crazy old Maurice. They didn't believe me again.
Believe you about what?
He kind of looks around. He's like, I can't talk about it here because they'll just call me crazy again. You can go to my place and you can talk to me while I pack and get ready for my trip because obviously no one's going to help me. So I'll just do it myself.
Can we check
Sounds-
on something real quick?
Sure, I don't have much time, so I'm going to head to my house and packing then, but
Is it
Charlie knows the way, so.
It's something serious then.
Is it something urgent?
Yeah, I need to go save my daughter.
Belle.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Belle?
Happened.
She was kidnapped by a beast. I have to go help her. And
Okay.
no one here believes me. No one will help me. That was my last.
Might as well kill it,
I
right?
mean, we've
Well,
we've seen weirder things, sir.
We've seen plenty, stranger.
For the God.
beasts are pretty normal outside of this little area. I'll be honest with you, Maurice. So,
No. It's smart. It can talk, and it walks on two legs. But it's like a monster. It has a long snout and these sharp claws and fangs, and had me in a dungeon for a while before Belle came to help me. It's been months, and I've been trying to find where it lives again, and no one here will help me, and I can't take it on by myself. I'm gonna go take all the guns I have, and I'm gonna go try and find it again.
Well,
listen, Maurice, give us like. They're really wanting to look for something. We'll be there in like an hour. We'll come
That's
help
fine.
you.
I gotta go get things ready.
Understand? Hey, we
Go to
believe
the
you.
house. I know. You're a good egg.
anyone who
And
doesn't
he
scoff at
hurries
me
off
is cool.
towards his house. And that's where we're gonna end the session tonight. You guys go into town hall.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh,
We're gonna go
boy.
save Belle.
It only took me almost an entire session to get the right accent going from the
It's
get
all right.
go.
It took me. Look, I haven't
Well,
played
you just
in a
gotta
while.
spend a
It
little
took
bit more time with me.
Same. Yeah.
It
yeah,
took
that's
a minute to
fair.
get back into Theron. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same.
Yeah.
but we got there.
I've
and-
been listening. I've been listening to Dolly Parton for the last 2.5 days to prepare for this moment. It's been.
Hey. Yes. Dolly Parton.
I was
really does.
I was very torn between two accents for Charlie, and I was
Okay.
leaning between Cockney and Southern. And I know those are two vastly different ones. And that's part of where my problem has come in is that like I wasn't sure. Like I say Charlie,
Mhm.
especially Miss Charlene, and I immediately go into the country accent.
Charlene,
But
yeah.
like
Miss Charlene.
Uh,
It fits it. It
mhm.
suits
It fits, especially as a gunslinger. I mean, I know that's like a major stereotype, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing so much Red Dead Redemption. That's just all my brain goes
Right.
to right now.
Good.
And
It's
and like reason I like and then like Charlie I can go into a kind of sort of English Cockney accent only because of the fact that like, and I kid you not, saying Charlie I go Charlie into like Charlie the Unicorn stuff,
Yeah.
which
Oh my god.
at least starts getting me in that direction. But like that's I just had to wait till I started playing her because I was like I have no clue what accent I'm going with.
And I'm so happy she's here.
Me
She's
too.
great
happy to have
already.
I
Well, thank you all for joining us tonight.
yes.
Thank
Do
you.
another round of
Watch
shout
for
outs.
announcements on our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for when our next session will be.
Discord too.
You can also join our
our
Discord.
Discord.
If you go to our Instagram, Guess All Dice, and go to the link tree, it is part of the link tree in there, so you can join our Discord.
The link tree on all of our socials. It
All of the
is all
socials.
there.
But thank you, little dicelets, for joining us, and have a wonderful night.
Do you
So
want to do
excited
another
to-
round of shout outs real quick before we
Yes,
go?
let's do that. Yes.
So, I'll start. Sarah, follow me on Princess Lady Bro on Twitter, TikTok, but I am Schnitz, SCHNTZ, on Instagram. Thanks for joining.
I'll go next.
I'll go.
Oh,
Oh,
you
wait,
go.
no, yeah, you go.
You go.
No, you. No,
No, you.
you.
So
Hi, we're on the same brainwave. I'm Abby, and you can find me as Sea Captain Gray wherever you care to look. And that one over there, who can't get out of my head half the time.
Hi, I'm her sister that's not really related to her in any way, shape, or form, and I'm Maria.
It's fine.
you can find me everywhere as dubious misdeeds.
I'm Natalie, and I am Shieldmaiden or Shieldmaiden cosplay across all platforms, and that's Shield with 2 eyes.
I am Bryn. I am storybook_tales on most things. TikTok wouldn't let me put an underscore, so it's just storybook tales. But Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Hashtag not bitter.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.